All right. Let's begin another session here of Curse of Strahd. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So, last session. Last session, you had prepared yourselves to go after the hags, the night hags that you fought before at the old windmill. You managed to get away from their grasp there at the time, save children, and gain their animosity. Now, with the information gathered by Regis and his hunter friends, you knew the location where they were for the moment. So you made your way there, close to the swamps. As you got there, you made your way as quickly as you could, passing through their territory without a worry in the world, it seems, until you arrived at the location of their new lair. A big tree that resembled more a wicked house of a sort than a tree. But yeah, you came there and you started to explore the place. It seems though the creatures knew you were coming for the way you approached, and a battle issued. Lightning bolts flew through. Some of you decided to focus your attacks in one of them, and after a lot of hits, a lot of spells that paralyzed some of you and transformed one of them in a huge monkey, it seems that they decided that it was better to escape from this specific battle. So that's what they did. They grabbed into the hard stones there and left the battle. After that, you searched their lair. You even found some spell scrolls and other things like diamonds, for example. But it was time for you to make it back. And you did so. But along the way, during the night, you were attacked by strange nightmares that seeped into your strength there. Some of you are even not feeling as healthy as you should because of that. Some of you even had to stay a bit longer for you to be able to begin a long rest. But you managed to have the long rest even a bit after the time you were supposed to. And you arrived after close to 4 hours in the town of Valaki, where night was already creeping. As you went there, the first stop was at the Vistani camp to inform them that the creature that attacked them was released by one of you. They didn't seem to take it that well. Now, they do not seem to have you in the best of regards, but the fact that you helped save the daughter of their leader at least gave you safe passage out of the camp there. And as you wade your way back into the town of Alaki, you also decided to go and gather some information with Jenny Greenteeth, a woman that seems specialized in enchantments and other magical stuff and seemed to know a bit about things here. She informed you about the hags after you paid her the due amount, and explained to you that night hags walk into the ethereal plane if they so desire because of their heartstone. And as long as they do have their heartstones, they will be able to get there and be safe from any harm. Not only that, but those nightmares of yours, those attacks into your mind seem to have been someone that came from the creatures there. They came from them, and they would keep coming unless you had a way to make them stop, leave them behind, maybe hide from them so they could not really find you that easily. And you also would stay like that, weak, until something was done about it. And she even told you that you should look into this matter and look for someone who would be able to help you. It was then, after the conversation, that we ended our last session, right? And that's where we are going to begin our new one. With the group making their way out of Jenny Greenteeth's abode. A strange place. And as you made your way by, you realized that you seem to be a bit more alive than you realized. And now you are here. I will say that it's during the night right now, so let's change this to darkness here.
Oh god, we're in the dark.
But yeah, start to make your way out. What do you want to do there?
Please tell me somebody cast the light on my halberd so I can see.
Sure.
We should
I'll put it on your forehead.
head back into town and see if Father Lucian can do anything about those of you that can't sleep.
That'll be a good idea.
I just don't like sleeping with constant spear stabbing.
Well, that's why we're gonna try and fix it.
I mean, he might know somebody, but Father Lucian has stated in the past that
He's just
not-
normal dude.
yeah, he doesn't possess magic in the way of a cleric or somebody of the sort, you know. So
We can at
he
least
might know
ask him.
somebody. But
Well, if he can't do it, then we can at least ask.
But we're
Hopefully
not
the answer-
using a child as bait, okay? I want that
And
out there. We are.
I mean, if Jenny's words are anything to go by, I think our best bet is to try and get away from prying eyes.
Mhm.
The hags can't find us. They can't cause these nightmares anymore.
I'll say to everyone's head, turn and say, maybe we should say where we're going, but we're not going to go there. Example, we know we need to go to the vineyard, and I think it might have been mentioned several times after we got away from them. Maybe we should go to the town of Kresk and see if there's someone there.
What about we say we're going back to Barovia, like to where Strahd's castle is? You know, the village of Barovia.
Y'all
There's
know that they can
no-
hear us, right?
I'm saying it all telepathically.
Oh, never mind. Well, any of us that reply out loud.
Oh
Yeah.
damn. Yeah, no, we should totally go to Barovia. You know, visit that old village.
Clint,
We do
Sweetie,
have quite a
sweetie.
bit of platinum waiting for us back in Barovia.
We do?
Wait, we do?
We do.
Holy balls!
You do not?
Am I the only one that seems to remember that we only
You
got half
never
our payment
delivered.
in our rent?
You never delivered her to safety yet. So There's no
Well,
payment
you
for
know.
you then.
What her brother doesn't know won't hurt her.
She will be with you. I
She's
suppose.
safe.
Not if she stays in
She's
the
probably
lobby.
safe.
I mean, it's up to you.
She's technically with her other brother. What could be safer than family?
You do realize her other brother almost murdered me, right? Like straight up almost made me as decapitated as Galen was at one time.
Well, I mean, you've made it pretty clear that you want to, you know,
I do.
cut his arm off and attach it to your body. I would probably kill you too.
You know, you could have just said no, you can't have my arm. A simple no wouldn't have been an acceptable thing. I'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna cut your arm off.
But the thing here is we're dealing with a guy who seems to go ahead and have moments where he wants to just go ahead and slew people. So I don't think him thinking, no, you can't have my arm is the first thought. He's probably going to go stab, stab, stab. You're dead.
Again, my point remains, right? Also, you know, I was gonna kill him anyways on a pure fundamental level that I just don't like him.
Think
Okay.
the feeling's mutual.
Yeah, that's
I
why
have an idea.
Hmm?
I don't. At least to get the hags temporarily off our tails.
Oh.
I might have an idea. I have this spell called Rope Trick, and it can fit up to 8 medium creatures in it. And I would assume we all fall into that category, Conrad.
Yeah.
Am I a medium
So-
creature, Conrad?
We all are. You're human.
I'm only human.
Yeah. Would I be a medium creature if I were a bear?
No.
Would you be a medium creature if I shrunk her?
She doesn't need to be a bear
Sure.
though if we're going but where this goes is it goes into like a pocket. And they can't find us. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
How long
So-
can we stay there?
An hour.
I think an hour is a good enough time to go ahead and do what we would need to plan to do.
Yep.
Are we
Well, that's-
sure? And we're positive they can't follow us in?
I don't know. I just know that it's a pocket to another place. Attacks, spells, and other effects can't pass in or out of the space, but creatures inside can see it through the hole. Anything inside the space drops out when the spell ends. So,
Okay.
but it would, because the way they're watching us, it's not technically scrying. So
They're just seeing us
No,
on
they
another
are-
plane.
they're just on
They are
another plane.
They're physically here. We just
Yeah.
can't see them.
We just can't see
Hmm.
them. Well,
Um,
there's 6 of us, 7 of us, 6 of us. I can do math. There are 6 of us, and this thing fits up to 8. So,
Well, we got Irina with us, so that's 7. That's
oh, she's with us right now.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding. Well, then there's 7 of us. So, can anyone, if anyone can find a familiar and make it like a cat or something?
don't
mean, I
have
can-
a familiar.
I can. I'm just in the eyes of the weave. Is a familiar a creature?
Not sure.
Okay, somebody explain to me what the weave is. Like, I understand the concept of magic, but everyone talks about the weave this, the weave that.
Okay, the weave is basically magic itself. It's basically the essence that's inside of each person on how they go ahead and connect to magic itself.
Okay.
And it's different. It's different for everybody. So wizards connect to it differently than sorcerers, warlocks, and versus-
Druids and paladins.
because they all pull it from a different place.
All right.
That's
don't know.
Mistra's doing.
I have no idea how I pull it. I don't. I remember being able to do like a shield deal and absorb some of that fire I got hit with a while back. You know.
Yours probably comes from Mistra herself.
Probably, I don't know. Like I said, I never really paid attention to much of the wizards that I escorted. They did nothing but talk about magic this, magic that.
Aren't you an Eldritch Knight?
I don't know. I just woke up one day and started being able to do magic and instinctually started doing this stuff. I never
So
really
you
put in.
have So if you can use magic, you have the connection to the weave.
Exactly. I don't know any of this crap. Nobody gave me a book on how to do it.
I look at most of us. Do you think any of us read books on our connection to the weave?
I look over to Galen, who has this holy book.
I didn't even know you
Galen doesn't
guys
count.
could read.
Galen-
Which one said that? Because I'm pissed off
No,
right
that
now.
was Conrad. But also,
Yeah,
Galen
Conrad
has
too.
effectively been alive for 3 weeks. So,
Hey, I'm just saying, he technically has a book that tells him how to do his cleric shit, right? Isn't that what your holy book's all about?
It's a primer on my religion.
And Percha,
yeah, that's not the same.
And Percha, you get weird whispers from some random dude in that book.
Yeah, Percha, how?
We can't ask her. Remember, she'll
Yeah.
faint.
I'm not going to ask her about the book. I was going to
Well,
ask her about where she gets her magic from.
Well, that one's a bit of a fuzzy thing.
Let's walk and talk because we're still standing in the woods.
I thought we were walking and talking.
I thought we were going to go use your rope trick to go into this thing so we can actually talk about what we need to do.
Should we do that once we're back in town, though? So we're not.
Good
so we
point.
won't come out of our little hidey hole to something else.
Good point. We don't want to go ahead and go falling on top of some wolves.
Correct. So here's what I think we should do. We should just go talk to Father Lucian. See if he can do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If there's any, like, if he can't, maybe he'll know someone who can. But we'll see. Who has a hut? Because if somebody has had Lehman's tiny hut this entire time,
I've had it the entire
Yes.
time.
We have had it.
We
for a
tried, but
while.
it was kind of proven to be kind of useless.
Why does it keep
It's kinda-
refreshing?
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
happening to
I
me
was-
too.
I'm the one who's doing it. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Disregard.
Cool.
By the way,
Then I won't worry about it.
we've been
Oh,
discussing this
I-
as we're walking back to Valaki.
Yeah.
Just for this.
Yeah, we are walking, talking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Okay, to answer your question, Fallon, that one's a bit of a tricky question because half the things I do, like that lovely little spray that comes out of my mouth, big note, the one I used on Vargas, that came in after a certain point. I never had that before.
okay.
I could do like little small things here and there, but all the other stuff is definitely new.
So your power comes from the book.
I don't know. Technically, I had that before I had the book.
Doesn't that
Okay.
technically make you a wizard?
So the book enhanced them.
I don't know. That's what I can't answer because technically I could do half the things I did before the book, before coming here. So I could do the blast out of my mouth before coming
Okay.
to Barovia.
So you've never spoken to whoever gave you that power?
No, not that. This is why it's a bit fuzzy and hazy.
Okay.
Do you remember how far back it was when you started being able to do that?
It was definitely before way before I met all of yous.
Okay, let me ask, was it before or after you had children?
After I had children.
Okay.
Way after I've had children.
Okay, because I was
Um,
thinking maybe this is a weird, like, Messiah situation, you know?
Once the tabletop foundry's back up, Fallon would like to insight check Purchase, saying it's a little bit hazy from that point.
I would like to try insight checking also.
Sure.
Oop.
Wait a minute, why do I have a -5? What the hell?
Yes.
Why do I have a minus
You have-
5 to wisdom? Oh wait, is that
You're not supposed to have -5 to wisdom. That's strange.
I got a 0. I got a -5 to wisdom, and wait,
That's funny.
what the hell?
Oh damn! You got good insight.
I mean, sure, we
Felix.
all roll an insight. Why not?
-2.
See, a -5.
That was a 20, and you knocked it over to a 2. How dare you, Fallon?
Sorry.
But I'm not being crazy here, right? Okay, can I re-roll that real quick because of that -5 deal?
You can
I
just
would
apply
say
a.
roll.
You can apply a 0 here, and it's a 3.
Okay. I'm too busy trying to process.
I like it better with he it's so it's so uninsightful. It
He
believes
had
everything.
0 insight.
I got no insight. I am the
Yeah.
most bullshit.
Yeah.
It's honestly a miracle I'm not dead.
All right. So
Right?
what?
So I got a
Oh.
20.
Yeah, Percha can tell you what she thinks she can tell you there. That you
All you would gather
her
is
emotions
that,
convey.
yeah. All you would gather from the check would be that she doesn't understand how she got it. As such, all she remembers was on her travels to look for her father. She just recalls.
You don't need to
Chanting
tell the story because they do not get the story. They just get the expressions on your face.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
None of us can read minds.
Just tell me if you're lying
Unless,
or not.
yeah, unless
I'm
you,
not
unless,
lying.
unless you want to tell them. That's another story.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell she's not lying.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
I'm still processing what the leave is.
You can see Perch is just like, she wants to go ahead and just like stroke your head to her and say, it'll take time for you to comprehend it, but she's like, stroking head is not a good idea. Pats the shoulder. You'll get it in time.
You'd be stroking my helmet, and that sounds like a double entendre right there.
All right. So, where to?
So, anyways,
Here's Wonderwall.
Okay, let's get to Father Lucian so we can go ahead and see what he may know and where we might
Yeah.
be able to get some insight on how we can deal with it.
I wanna
Alright.
try-
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
head
As you are getting away here during the night, you realize that there are several glinting yellowish lights in the distance there. Eyes watching you from inside the forest. You want to stay there?
I'd say no. I might be keeping my eye on the force, using the weird headlamp that is my helmet to keep an eye
Sure.
on the force.
Right, you arrive here at the entrance. The guards know better than to ask. They just nod negatively there. Just go down, open the gates, don't say anything. Just keep looking at you as you make your way in.
Kind of nice that they know who we are.
Back in town.
Is it me or they're a little bit annoyed that we're having to go ahead and come in and out at all times of the day?
I mean, it's not like they're doing anything else, and it's not like anybody else is going to be going in and out.
I mean, it's kind of their job, right? So,
Yeah, but I feel like that's a little bit more like, if I was coming in and out, I would get annoyed, but I wouldn't have this look of the way they just did. It just looks
I
a
mean,
bit weird.
To be fair, we come and go a lot.
And we do seem to bring a
These
lot.
gates have seen more action since we got to town than they probably have in a really long time.
I mean, we rarely come back with good news either, so
Yeah, I'd be
Yeah.
wary.
I kind of wish some greater force would give us something to bring forth some good news for these people, you know? It would be nice if a greater force would give this town a win.
Have you tried praying?
I have, but you know that'll lead to the whole weird hag situation. I'm going to try once we're in the church. Maybe being in a church might help. I don't know how praying works. Better or worse inside of a church.
I think that was just a bad set of circumstances that just happened at a very bad time.
Yeah, so I'm
Del-
going to try a church. You know what? Screw it. Let's see if being in a church helps me get some weird
Well,
divine.
maybe not a church where you've caused property damage, but
It was one
that's my
time,
opinion.
and I fixed it.
Or a church
It was Galen who
dedicated
fixed
to another deity?
Guys, I'm trying to be a better person here, and y'all aren't helping me out in this either. All right, I woke
You don't
up.
need
Right.
God to be a better person.
I think it was pretty sound advice that if you're going to pray to a deity, maybe not in a church where you caused property damage. That's
I
just my opinion.
it though. I helped fix it. I held the flashlight while Galen fixed it.
What's a flashlight?
Flashlight.
Excellent.
I pointed my helmet.
No.
That's still glowing.
It's not very bright.
Mm.
And you just see it just goes a little bit brighter just when she flicks her fingers.
God.
That is by the extent of how much light is in his head, by the way.
Be nice.
I am. I'm just gonna have a big smile on my face.
She's saying I'm bright. I think that's a compliment.
Oh, look, it's the church.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Smash through the windows. Anyways, let's go on in. I open the door.
Alright. Make our way in. There's
Making my way.
no sermon right now, only Father Lucian seems to be doing something at the altar there. Reading something at the moment.
I am going
And
to
as you
find a
approach, he recognizes you and comes into your direction.
I'm gonna wave at him, and I'm gonna sit in a pew and try praying again.
Did he leave whatever he was reading on the altar?
Yeah, it's there.
While my friends are talking, I would like to try and go see what is in that book.
Sure. How do
Give
you
us a
want to
little
approach there?
road to be suspicious of a preacher.
How do you want to approach there?
I'll wait till they start talking, then I'll just kind of casually start wandering towards the front of the church and see if I can look at the book.
Sure.
Make it look like
Roll.
I'm examining the architecture or something.
Alright. Alright.
So,
You see as Father
Hello,
Lucian
Father.
approaches. Oh, hello. Hello, children. How can I be of assistance here?
now,
Glad you are back.
it's good to be back. I know you have informed us that you have any weave magic or any kind of magic at all as such, but maybe you have some knowledge. We have come across some information that myself, Keita, and Clint have been afflicted maybe by like a curse or a spell or something of that nature that is being afflicted by those hags that are roaming around outside of Valaki. The ones that took the children from before. Remember the ones that we rescued?
Yes, I remember the story, yes.
Do you, by any chance, have knowledge or know of anyone, maybe not in Valaki, but maybe in like Crest, or maybe someone back in Barovia, the town of Barovia, of who might have a way to remove said afflictions and curses of that kind?
You need something magical, is that it?
Possibly, or maybe just knowledge of what what can be done or used to maybe remove that affliction or curse.
Well, I suppose
'Cause
we
I'm
talked
assuming
about this before. There's someone at Kresk that would be the abbot. They seem to say he's a miracle worker. I don't know the extent of what he can do, but that would be a good place to look into, to say the least.
And this is the reason why I came back to you, because I've had a feeling that we had a similar discussion, but it just, with everything that's happened, it's just...
I understand.
It's
I
always great
understand.
to... Yeah. So,
Uh,
alright.
That's
What's the-
one second here.
What's his name?
As you approach there, Fallon, roll me a stealth.
Okay.
Would it be with advantage because he's currently in a conversation with
No.
Ah, I tried, girl.
I don't need it.
All right. Make your way towards the altar there, and you arrive at the book, and you realize that Father Lucian seems to be too preoccupied with the conversation there. Doesn't really pay attention to what you're doing. All right. You're there.
I would like to try and skim the open pages of the book to see if it's anything of interest.
Seems to be a prayer book containing several prayers to the Morning Lord. Not only that, but the dictations of sermons and callings during the sermons, principles of the religion. Got a lot of stuff there.
Is there... Obviously, I don't have time to read the book. If I flip the pages, it's still kind of the same stuff.
Yeah, all prayers.
Okay. I don't have time to cast Detect Magic, so... Cool, that was all. I just wanted to check and see if there was anything interesting.
All right.
So, what's this person's name? Because as I said, everything that's been transpired, I don't recall actually asking about this person's name.
Well, everyone says that he's the abbot. I never heard anyone say a precise name. I do find it a bit odd, but it's what he's known for, the abbot of St. Markovia Abbey.
Okay. Thank you so much, Father Lucian. And she'll give a nice big hug to him to turn, show her appreciation and
Of course,
patience.
child, of course. No, that's no problem at all. Come back anytime. I always like when you come around and we have a talk.
Uh,
And it's always great to talk to you too.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
On who? Me?
No, insight check him wanting me here because it's like everybody jokes, but last time I did accidentally destroy I got a 17 on that.
Doesn't seem to denote that he has anything against you on the list.
Okay, because last time I was here, I did do some minor destruction of property in his church.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nothing there.
Okay, I'm gonna be trying to pray now.
Okay.
Be like,
Alright.
All right. Well, is there anything else that I can do for you?
I look to the others, go, not from me, no, but I don't know if anyone else has got questions for you.
do you have like a beginner prayer for a possible religious person trying religion out?
Well, you want to know more about religion. You want to know more about the Morning Lord. If you want, I may have some scriptures here that I can give you.
if that is acceptable to you, because I am trying religion.
But of course, everyone should know the words of the Morning Lord. My dear Clint, I can get one for you right away. Give me a second.
Thank you very much.
see-
As he's away, Clint's gonna put his hands together, slide his little visor up on his helmet so his face is out, and try to be like, oh, morning lord, whose light shines bright. What the hell are we supposed to do? Because I don't know what the hell we're supposed to do. Give me a sign, I guess.
All right. So yes, Father Lucian excuse everyone. Give me a second. I'm going to go into my office here. He enters one of the doors there to the side. You can hear some movement coming from inside that seems to denote that he's searching for something. But you are left there for a few minutes. What do you want to do?
You guys, and correct me if I'm wrong, above table, did y'all tell me you went down into the, like, tomb area? Did you go down there?
Yes, we
Of
were
where?
down
Yeah.
there and we dealt with the demon while we were down there.
Okay.
Yep. The one that kind of sort of possessed me and almost had me kill.
Yeah, I think we're talking about that one. Yes.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Okay. It's,
Did we properly search underneath? Because I don't know if we actually
Yeah,
searched
I was
all
gonna
of it or
say,
if
I
there's something.
think, I think Fallon would like to go down there and see it for herself. And see maybe if there's anything she can find that y'all may have missed. But somebody has to wait up here for him, so.
I can stay up here and wait if that's cool with everybody.
Yeah, well, you're the one that asked him for a prayer book, so that would make.
Yeah.
That would be weird if you were gone.
I mean, I wasn't gonna leave. I was just offering, like, if y'all need somebody to stay behind, I'm kind of the obvious guy to stay behind right now.
you see that Father Lucian comes back as you are conversing there. Shows back with a book in hand. Seems to be a prayer book of some sort. And has a symbol of a rising sun. Well, Clint, I think this is going to be helpful to you. I hope so. Yeah.
I think so. I'm probably just gonna wait up here for a bit while everybody else explores down there, and I'm
Explorers where?
gonna let them explain it better. I trying to read the book.
Father, do you mind if my friend Fallon looks in the undercroft of the church from before when we had to look down here for you? They just want to be sure that they've checked everything.
I specialize in undead, and I just want to make sure there's not anything else down there.
I mean, that's something you think you should do. Of course, I trust you, my children. Please come along. Let me bring you there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You see as Father Lucia makes his way into the direction of the crypt and calls upon you. Here, let's go. You start to go down sets of stairs that lead down and down. Doesn't take long for you to arrive at the place here where you can see the catacombs below the church. All right, go ahead and search as much as you like. I don't really know what you're looking for. If you have any questions, I am able to help you into the matter. Well, Be free to ask.
Thank you.
So, what exactly are you wanting to check for?
I mean, you guys said there was a demon down here. Maybe they just see if there's anything else out of place. She's Conrad. She's generally looking for things on the wall that could be maybe like a secret door, or if anything looks like it's been moved, or
Mhm.
like
Sure.
that kind of thing.
All right. Can roll an investigation there.
Oh, damn.
All right. All right. I would say that you don't really find anything that you really see as something out of the ordinary. There are some crypts there that lead to the side, all of them, where inside each of the rooms there are several sarcophagi laid bare. But that's about it. It seems to be a bit dirty, but there's nothing
None of
there
them look like they've been opened or anything.
No,
All right,
no sign of that.
that was it. I just wanted to see, as we know that Strahd has people in town, and I don't know if one of his people was going to hide something. This feels like a good place to do it because it doesn't seem like something you expect.
I see, yeah. I mean, I hope no one of those nasty creatures show up here, that's for sure. But I suppose since this is part of the church, I hope it's consecrated as well as the church. And nothing's going to happen here.
I think it'll be good. I just wanted to double check for myself.
Of course. No, that's wise. We never know what might be out there, huh?
Right. Thank you for letting us come down here.
Of course.
Father, I don't think I've ever asked the sarcophagi. Who coffins are they?
Oh, those would be of my predecessors, all of which took upon themselves to guide the souls here at the Church of St. Andrew. I myself one day am going to have my final rest here, I suppose. When Yaska takes over the desks of the clergy there, and then I am finally able to rest.
That's, I guess that's a good way of having. Yeah, I just couldn't recall if I did ask you that question about the, yeah. Alright, well, at least we know now of who's in the coffins. I think yeah. And she starts to head back upstairs, realizing how close she was to a dead body.
Do any of your predecessors have a connection to Strahd?
What do you mean, a connection?
Like a distant relative or anything? Like, or when he...
I don't
is the
think
one
there
who-
are any relatives of the Zarevich family. That would be only Strahd.
What about the person who would have been in charge when Strahd came to power?
Oh, no, there was no one in power here. I don't really know the specifics of the story, but as I've heard, Strahd came here and there were some people already making their accommodations here, but I think the story is deeper than that. There were the people who were here before him and things like that, but I mean, it's been hundreds and hundreds of years by now. It's not something that I myself know. It would be something that you would need to ask or someone who have a better knowledge of the history that came before.
Yeah. Is there anyone in town who would know that?
Oh, I suppose not. Everyone here has been alive. Less than me, I would say. I'm one of the few here who are at an advanced age.
There's no one in town who keeps records of the past?
Well, the church does, but it's not of those kind of things. But my predecessors and the things that they passed by and know by, yeah, no. But the story of Barovia is long lost by now. I mean, it's only fair. It's been, what, more than 500 years by now?
That makes sense. She'll just follow everyone else out.
Well, of course, let's go back to the church then. He guides you back into the church there. Well, tell me, how are things going with you? Are you doing all right? Besides the adventurers, of course, I'm sure there are some dangers to be had out there.
Well, things could be better. But we're working on it.
I see. Well, I hope everything goes well with all of you. Is there anything else, my friends, that I can do for you?
I don't think so at this time.
No,
No,
I
that's-
don't think so either.
Well, I'm sorry I could not be of more assistance there towards your goals, but be free to come back at any time. We'll always be welcome here at the Church of St. Andrew.
Father, you have done a lot for us, and you have been patient with us, with everything that we have done so far. So,
No, that's the least I could do. I mean, after everything that you did for this place, for the people, that's the least I would do for all of you.
thank you, Father.
Of course.
We'll
Well, you're
try
off
and-
then?
Yes.
Oh,
we'll try and see if we
oh.
can find out. We'll try and see if we can find out the name of the abbot guy, if he actually has a name, just when we find out.
I see,
If
yes,
we know,
yes.
we'll let you know.
Do so. I would like to know that as well.
I think a lot of people would, in all honesty, a lot of people would like to know the true name of this abbot.
Sure. Well, I'll take you to the outside then. Come back anytime, huh? And he leads you into the entrance of the church. Always with patience and regard.
Let's see. Gotta bring the scroll here.
Okay. So, what do you want to do now?
Hey guys, see anything cool down there? I will put the scroll up. Hey y'all, see anything cool in the crypts?
Nope, just dead bodies.
I mean, that's pretty normal for a crypt, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I've been putting a lot of thought into this. I know exactly what I'm going to put on my tombstone. I'm putting a lot of thought into it. After seeing a lot of us nearly die a horrible, gruesome death, in a very short succession. I think I would like to be buried face down, and written on my tombstone is "Kiss my ass to the guy who killed me."
That certainly would send a message.
Yeah, I thought it'd be funny.
Should we head back to the blue water and climb a rope? Have a chat?
Yep. Let's all do our suicide pact and go and deal with that rope.
What?
Come on.
I thought that we were trying
No,
to sway
not
them.
even close.
Thought it was
You're gonna have to climb the rope to get in.
Okay, I should be able to carry myself up a rope, I think. Wait.
Can I ask a question? Detect thoughts. Can that actually be used to sense anything on different planes as well as our current plane?
That's a good question. Let me see.
Arcana check.
I can't even ask for Arcana check because I don't know either. I am doing my Arcana check right now here at the Google.
I give you the help action. I give you the help action, Conrad. Use Google.
No, thank you. Thank you very
I'll
much.
give you disadvantage on that check.
Oh my god.
Why?
I'll
Why?
Silvery Barnes that disadvantage to give
That does
Galen.
not work.
Yes, it does work. I'll
trying to
even throw in the bardic
help you
inspiration.
guys. You guys keep sabotaging yourselves there. Not my fault.
I'm being a bro and
I'm
helping
trying
you.
to help here.
I'm being a bro, aren't I? Thought I was being a
you are.
bro.
You are.
All right. So no. You need a spell that crosses the boundaries.
Okay. That's why. That's the reason why I was just asking if it can or can't, because of the fact that we know
You
that
cannot.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty
Okay.
sure detect thoughts, you need line of sight as well. So
No, it just.
No, you can perceive things that are on the, at least perceive that they're thinking things out there.
Kind of feels like it defeats the truth to detect thoughts if you have to see the thing that's in question of being read.
Not quite, because the other half of it is like that.
because when I read it, when it says you sense the presence of thoughts, I was like going, could that apply to the fact of the ethereal plane? Because it's not them on the same plane, but it's kind of them in a different plane. That's why I was thinking that way. But fair enough.
It makes
That's
sense.
the ruling.
It makes sense, but you do need something to cross over for you to be able to see things on the other side. So yeah, detect thoughts would not
Something that
apply.
is personal to them.
No, so the spell itself needs to be able to see things on the other side. You know,
Okay.
you need to have the ability there.
Gotcha. I got you now. Yep. Okay.
All right, where you want to go
Okay,
from
cool.
here?
I think we're going to the inn.
To the rope. Or we will not hang ourselves. We will be instead climbing.
Did you want the hut or no?
I mean, if you think the hut, because the hut people, they can't see into it or hear what's going on inside of it, right?
Let me double check, but I know the one I have in
Hey,
my
you.
spell book says it does. The spells from the outside do not permeate inside.
Hey, GM, I have a question to ask. From reading about the hags, obviously Strahd has more than the adequate means to see inside the hut. Would I be able to know if the hags can see into the hut?
All right. Do me an intelligence check there.
Would you disadvantage because I have been reading a book that's literally about this kind of
No.
situation?
Yeah.
That was worth a shot. Okay, I got 20 on that. I'm gonna hero point it.
I have so many more spells than I thought I did.
All right, Clint, you wanna add anything there?
Okay, so like I know so I'm basically thinking, right? Strahd can see into the tiny hut. Can the hags be able to do it? Because they're in a coven and their power is greater.
No, I
And
don't think they can see in it.
well, this is me asking questions, all right? And all that. If the
All right.
hags are in their dream,
Mhm.
are we able to actively interact with them?
All right. Interact with them. You don't even need the intelligence to do so because you were in the dream. You couldn't interact with anything. Just suffer. So
Oh.
no. But
Hey, I'm asking questions here. These are
But,
fair questions. to
yeah,
ask,
no,
right?
those are fair questions. But I will say that with that intelligence check of a 20 there, I will say that, of course, you know that if you have a hut there, anything, if someone has access to something like dispel magic, it breaks. I mean, can dispel the hut at any time. Not only that, but if the creatures are already inside and you use the tiny hut, they will stay inside because you do not choose the creatures that are inside when you cast it.
So, and that means and this has probably already been explained, but I'm just confirming this, right? The hags are not the hags are in a different plane of existence.
Yeah, it seems to be a different plane that seems to be
Ethereal.
parallel with this one.
So,
The
let's say, for
same
example,
place, but not at the same time.
so they would not, quote unquote, in your words, not bypass the hut.
If they are inside, already inside when it's cast, yes.
If
Well,
we cast Tiny Hut and the hags are already
Mhm.
in the 10-foot radius of it, when we cast
They
it,
can
I think
come
it's
we'll be
20
inside
something,
the hut.
right?
I thought it was 10.
I don't really
And
know
when
the
we-
exact number there, but it's
It's
something like
10-foot
that.
emanation springs into existence.
It's radius,
It's
Yeah.
10 foot.
10 feet radius. So it's like
10 foot.
the distance of 20
emanation.
feet from one side to the other.
Mm-hmm. I'm reading up the 2024 info about it right now.
Mhm.
Range
Yeah.
itself, it doesn't really specify if it's a radius, but I would just assume it's a radius.
It's, I think I can. It says self 10 feet, and it's a radius. It has spherical to it.
Does detect
just
magic
says-
work on magical beings?
It says. There's two parts to it. So it's either I read thoughts or sense thoughts. So sense thoughts is you sense presence of whatever's within 30 feet of myself that belongs to a creature with that known language or telepathic. You don't read the thoughts, but you know what the creature is thinking. It can be blocked with 1 foot of stone, dirt, wood, 1 inch of metal, or a thin sheet of lead. Read thoughts is I target a creature. So there's a bit of a sort of a loophole there. Read thoughts I can only do one person, whereas sense thoughts I can actually sort of do a bit of a scan of the room to get a sense of everyone's feelings, but not be able to get an actual idea of what they're thinking.
Conrad, does detect magic work on magical beings or just objects?
Yeah, magical beings, but magical beings are really specific. Usually things created from magic, like summons that come from spells that say they are magical, magical creatures like constructs that have magic into them. But every
Okay.
single person would have the weave into them, and it doesn't pinpoint anyone who has more or less weave. But
Well,
if they have an effect
So it
that's
wouldn't-
magical on them, it points that out.
So
I am
if
curious if it would work to detect the Heartstone.
yeah. But since they're on another plane, would it still like glow?
No, unless it says specifically on the spell there that it goes through. No.
It does not. Okay. Trying to think. I mean, and then I think maybe the best bet is the rope pocket, because that way at least we know that they can't follow us.
All right.
If
We should be
if
fine.
someone has like a bird or something.
I do not
I
have
mean,
a
I can summon a familiar, but from my understanding of your spell, it's the first 8 that climb the rope, is it not?
It is.
So
if you have a bird, you could have the bird fly in first, and then we all go. And if it gets to a point where somebody can't go in, then we know that we've been compromised.
Okay.
Oh, here's an idea. Oh, big brain thinking. What if we all do the rope thing? We can all start climbing into it. And then Galen can cast the hut, and I'll drop my spell. We can go run in the hut, and because if they follow us, then they're not following Galen.
I'm not sure how the hell that works.
That feels way too elaborate. Let's just stick to
for a moment,
tiny hut and
for a moment, I really thought you had something going there, but at the end, I was like, no, that makes no sense. What the hell?
Listen,
I mean, what if
I mean, there's no
What if
rule
you
saying you
enter-
can't.
what if
You
we
said
enter
with
the pocket
so much
dimension?
confidence that I was like, oh, but nah.
that's how you go through life. Is you just
Yeah,
you
that makes
sound like
sense.
you know
That
what
makes
you're
sense.
talking about.
That makes sense.
But what if we enter this
Is that
pocket
Trump?
dimension and then we cast the hut in the pocket dimension?
I don't think there's enough space,
I don't see why there
because
wouldn't be.
the hut has a 10-foot radius, and the rope trick has. Hold.
I say we do the hut, then we go up into the rope, and then we.
Listen, I think we're all overthinking this. I think our best bet is to just try and get away from these hags.
That is what I'm suggesting.
Absolute trace.
I have that.
So between Fallon and myself, if we split into 2 groups and cast Pass with a Trace, we should by all means be able to get rid of them and converge somewhere.
So what if we?
The biggest thing is being able to have this conversation
I know, because then
without
they'll know what we're
their
doing.
ears prying.
Guys, I'm going to suggest something, all right?
Hey.
We do this without a trace. We
I
split
mean,
up.
you are already having this conversation. It's not like
Yeah.
Yeah, we're already
you
doing the
can
conversation.
decide this, but yeah.
Let's just decide.
But
Let's just.
but deciding where we're going. should be
Yeah, that's for
something
sure.
we do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's how we all
that's
do.
up to you. But
We-
that's everything that every plan that you're making there, you are making as your characters. That's what I mean.
I thought we all agreed where we were going next, anyways.
This
Yes,
is where
but now
Petrol
they're
Pipe.
already aware of this.
Yes. So we need to go ahead and try to figure out a way to go ahead and actually resolve this situation. Because I honestly think, yes, the vineyard we need to get to, that is actually needs to be attended to. But they know that we have to go there eventually.
Mhm.
Is Kresk on our way to the vineyard, or is it out of the way entirely?
I think it's on the way.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it's like a ways.
More or less.
No, it's along the way, but basically we have to do a bit of a detour that takes us away from it.
Oh yeah, it was the
It's. I think Kresk and the Vineyard are based north and south from each other on the left side of the map.
Yes, it was the old temple or whatever it was that Octavio told us about that was along the way.
Yeah, I do remember that too. Let's.
I need like past notes or something. Like written notes. Hey Percha, can you send us notes from your book?
Unfortunately, I think that one's most likely going to get me killed, maybe, because I think tearing at it might go and tear me. I'm guessing.
Okay,
I'm just
guys.
guessing.
Guys, can I just suggest something?
Yeah.
Mini hut, pass without a trace, rope trick. We all go in. Fallon gets out, heads out a ways, and then once we're well enough out of the way and everything, we all get out, and then just carry on to where we were going.
I think right now what we need to know is if they can actually get inside of the rope trick thing
Well,
right now.
guys, that's the thing. We don't know that, and we have no way to really prove they can do that or not. But if we keep debating and doing that, we're not going to get anywhere.
Okay.
So this is where we're going to be idiots and take the risk and do it. You know?
Let's
Hang on.
try. Yeah, I honestly think.
I'm having another thought. Another big brain thought. Can anyone other than me speak deep speech, elvish, goblin, orc, or undercommon?
I can speak Orc and Elven.
I can
Anybody
speak
else?
Elvish and Halfling and Common.
Okay. So that's 3 for Elven. Kita.
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 I
My-
have to kind of get in.
Maybe they stepped away for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. You said you have Draconic and Infernal.
Yep.
Okay.
Very alien.
But hold on, we can go ahead and have a conversation.
I don't know
and
that.
translate-
So Fallon will look at Percha.
Hmm.
And you said, Clint, you said you can speak Orc as well?
Orc and Elven.
Okay. I feel like there's a better chance Hags can speak Elven, so I'm going to go with Orc. And she will turn to the two of you and say, the 3 of us can have a conversation, and Percha can relay what we're saying mind to mind to either Kita and Galen and Drumo.
Okay.
And they can just nod yes or no if they agree.
I will telepathically
that-
say to Fallon, that sounds like that might actually work.
I say
Because-
in Orcish. That sounds okay. I say in Orcish as I'm fixing my armbands.
Because I'd rather assume they can't speak Orc than anything else. So, Percha, you want to tell the others what's going on?
Yeah. I relay what exactly is happening, which is those two are discussing in Orcish, and I relay what is said. How exactly am I meant to know what you're saying to me?
Don't you speak Orc as well?
No, I've got.
Oh fuck!
Halfling-
Sorry.
I've got Halfling and Elvish.
Elvish. Okay.
That's an interesting language.
I'm gonna have to risk Elvish then. So let's backtrack and just pretend I said all that in Elvish.
Okay, so all 3 of us are going to communicate in Elvish, and I translate. Translate what we're saying telepathically to the others.
Okay.
Which is Galen, Kita, and Jerome.
Okay. So
Okay.
if the others agree with the plan, they can just do a thumbs up or thumbs down.
Uh-huh.
What if we cast kind of going off what Clint said? We cast Pass Without a Trace, split into 2 groups, and half of us go and use the rope trick temporarily, and then half of us go to the hut, that is good for 8 hours.
Hmm.
And we can meet in a predetermined location. Or you can have the hut set up at a predetermined location. So that way we know where to find you guys. Hell, we could put the hut in our room at the Blue Water.
Hmm. Good point. I'll relay that, obviously, to Galen and Kita, saying what Fallon has said.
I volunteer to be put inside the hut because I am not stealthy. I know that's a big shock because I'm so
Even with
stealthy.
Pass Without a Trace, it'll probably be. Yep, Fox said BRB 5 minutes ago. Okay. So Fallon will look at Galen and just give him do like a thumbs up or thumbs down to see what he thinks.
You can do whatever you feel. I have no opinion on it.
Thumbs up it.
Sure.
Okay. Wait and see if Fox comes back. But
Alright.
I think that's probably the best course of action. Unless anybody has any better ideas.
I mean, there was my idea, but
What was your idea? What was the difference in your idea and the ones we've already
Okay.
thought of?
we cast Tiny Hut. Okay, you
Yep.
cast Rope Trick.
Yep.
We go in. You then cast Pass Without a Trace.
Yep.
You silently disappear into the night, and then an hour out of town, we all get out, and then make our way towards the vineyard. I say,
None of those move, by the way, spells.
Yeah. None of those move.
Here's the thing. I just need to check something for a second. Give me a moment, because I think I might have a way for us to maneuver around this problem. I just got to check if I can do this.
I'm just trying to propel us so we can all start going to the vineyard.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to say it to these two in Elvish, and I'm going to telepathically tell the rest. How about I go ahead and cast Darkness after you have set up the Rope Trick and the Tiny Hut? You tell me which one we're going into. I can see in my own darkness, and I can take us all to there so we can get inside of whichever one we're deciding to. And I doubt these hags can see in darkness. I'm guessing and I'm hoping.
That's not a bad idea.
And they won't know which one unless they go into it.
And they can't if... Because
I think
Tiny
I can
Hut,
do my...
it's only people you allow in there, right? Or no?
Mhm.
No, Tiny Hut is anybody in the vicinity when it's cast.
When it's cast. Okay, so...
So Graham and Graham can get in.
Got it.
But with Rope Trick, unless they can take a guess which one we're in,
Mm-hmm.
they can't get inside Rope Trick until
Well,
whatever.
Rope Trick is... The thing about Rope Trick is the rope hovers in the air, so it's going to be above the darkness. So if we climb up the rope, they'll be able to see it.
We could cast both, Tiny Hut, then Rope Trick, then Darkness, and then we just,
I can if we put everything close to a wall, and I can cast Darkness at the middle point of it all, they won't be able to see us because I think my darkness goes up to 15 feet. So if I tag wherever, yeah.
So
Or we just
for...
journey to Kresk, and along the way we find a way to stop them from tormenting us during the night.
So you guys just not going to sleep for 2 days?
I have stayed awake for weeks without ever having to sleep.
There needs to be something that can keep them away during the night. I don't know what that is.
Mhm.
But there has to be something I don't know if we sleep in the tiny hut overnight or
I think we should.
Mm.
But if we get to Kresk, we talk to this abbot, he might have some answers. He might have some idea of, how to prevent this, or we brainstorm and we come up with a way to draw them out
Mhm.
of the ethereal plane. We
Peter,
all
can
heard
you
what
speak
Jen
Elvish?
said. Elvish is not one of my tongues, no.
Just kidding. What do you speak?
I can speak Druidic. I know some Halfling, and
I know halfling.
Common.
There we go.
There's a
and-
lot of halfling languages.
You said
and,
what was the one after halfling?
I know some sign language.
Okay.
Oh.
So poor Percha just speaking all the languages. So what I think he may have stepped away when we started doing it, but Clint, Percha, and Valen can all speak Elvish, and so we were talking in that language.
I'm gonna just like
and
cue the plan.
She was telepathically telling you and I almost said Conrad, Galen, what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so that way we're taking the risk and hoping that hags don't speak Elven. But if you speak Halfling, then the two of you can converse in Halfling, and someone who needs to get it telepathically is Galen and Jeruma.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't.
What do you got, Galen? Do you have any ideas to pitch?
He didn't seem to have an opinion earlier when we asked about the plans we'd come up with so far.
Or, you heard Jenny, if we have something they want, we might be able to draw them out of the ethereal.
I will communicate in Elvish and then communicate this back in Halfling for Keita, but then I will try to also telepathically inform Galen.
You're doing the Lord's work, Percha.
I know.
Guys, can we just please pick a plan already? We have like 15 plans. Let's just pick one plan and commit to the plan.
Okay.
All right.
The point that I was getting at was, even if we go ahead and draw them out, we need whatever it is that we draw them out with has to be something that they want, something that they will desire. We know a child is it, but I do not want to go ahead and actually offer them up a child, and I doubt Irina would. But
I can disguise myself as a child.
yes, at least someone's willing to make that sacrifice. But we need to go ahead and plan out. We got to plan out when and how and where this is going to happen, and this is going to take time.
I think it needs to happen out of town.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, we need to at least get them off of your backs. So, I think the immediate plan we should just go ahead and split, like stay close to each other, but split and half go to the hut, half go up with me into the rope trick. At least then that gives us in the hut an hour, or not the rope trick an hour. Maybe I could cast it right over the hut so we can fall into it.
If you're not in it when it's cast, you will not be in it.
No.
Well, we could be in it when it's cast.
Okay, guys. Again,
And
let's
the
just.
thing is, regardless of either of those spells, once we cast them, we are wherever those spells are cast.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If we just start moving, we figure out some way to prevent them from terrorizing our night.
Mhm.
We get to Kresk, or we come up with a plan to draw them out.
Okay. Well, Pass Without a Trace only lasts an hour.
an hour in any direction, they can't chase us. Is an hour
Yeah.
rowing.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright.
So
We need to rest, and
yeah.
then we make tracks the next day.
Yeah, let's just go and sleep. Honestly,
Yeah.
I just say
reconvene in the morning.
we keep it simple and just go into the rope trick. We just pass without trace, sneak out of town, and go. All right, like just go simple. No 40 spells happening at once. We cast darkness, pass without a trace, then we sneak out of town, and then hope to God they hadn't found us, and we make our way where we need to go. All right. Now I'm telling this to Fallon. Like I'm splitting this into two languages of Orcish and Elvish to Fallon and Persia. You know.
I
We're
understand.
just doing Elvish now.
Yeah. And I will. Yeah. Let's just head back to
Make it simple.
the inn. Let's
Yeah.
head to the inn and rest for the night.
Yeah, I'm getting tired, man. I gotta read this damn scroll in the morning.
But
What's the plan there? What do you want to do?
I think we're going to
Heading-
the Blue Water to go to bed.
And then we will sneak out of Alaki and go where we're supposed to go.
Towards the vineyard and
Towards the
Crest.
vineyard.
Alright.
And then after that we'll go to the Abbey.
The Abbey's in Kresk.
Either way vineyard then Abbey.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
To the inn we go.
Start to make your way to the Blue Water Inn then. Leaving the church behind and going towards the inn. You are right at the entrance there. You can see that there is some commotion coming from inside. The patrons, matrons, and others are right now at this place. But yeah, you can decide. Do you want to go in, talk to anyone, or go to bed? What do you want to do?
I'm going to bed.
Okay.
All right.
I too
Alright.
do a trance.
All right. You make your way directly into the bedroom there, and you begin your trance there. Is that it?
Can I want to look and see if there's anything I've got that could like I don't know, help them from nightmares.
I mean, I can just cast the hut and hope to God it works.
I'm going to sleep. I don't care about this anymore. We've been doing 40 different plans and tactics. I'm too damn tired to care right now. I'm just gonna go and hope for whatever happens.
Okay. Would lesser restoration wouldn't work on this, right? On whatever's bothering them.
No, I
Want
think
to
that would
find
have to
out, I
break-
suppose.
I mean, we're about to go to sleep, so. Come here.
hello.
She'll cast lesser restoration on Kita, and hopefully it will work. Blind, deaf, and paralyzed, or poison. Nope. Ugh.
Yeah.
And you're going to get a long rest anyway.
Doesn't seem to work. No.
Okay, never mind.
But on the bright side, my druid elbow sure seems to feel better now.
Hmm.
Yeah, that it does.
I'm snoring.
All right.
Kita will stay awake for first watch.
All right.
Yeah, I'll probably be with the group. And I will still try to cast Tiny Hut to at least try to protect as many as I can.
All right. You do that. You cast Tiny Hut. That envelops the place there. Okay. And the first watch begins. Who is there? It's going to be Kita. And who else?
I'll stay up with Kita.
All right. All right. The first part of the watch begins there. You can roll your perceptions there to see if there's anything to be seen there. I will assume you waited until it was a bit on the later side where you can actually sleep, right?
Damn.
Bam!
Ooh,
I'm perceptive as hell.
he's so perceptive.
And who is sleeping right now?
I am.
Everyone but you two, right?
I think so, yeah.
I'm trancing.
What time of the night is it?
I would say that you waited until it was a time of the night where you could sleep, and I even giving you the chance to go to sleep a bit earlier because some of you stayed 4 hours extra. That would mean that you need to wait 4 hours extra to begin the long rest, and the others would wait. But I can give that to you. Sometimes you want to sleep a bit earlier, right? Let's go with that. So you all
Especially
start
when
at
you
the
barely
same
slept
time.
because you had
Well,
nightmares.
Well,
Sure.
then Kita is
I'll
going
stop for a bit.
Kita's going to be focusing on everybody that actually sleeps and isn't trancing.
All right.
Same.
See if there's any indication that these nightmares are starting.
Or I'm gonna stay for a bit.
Okay. If you stay up for a bit, you're not going to be able to do a watch. Is that what you want?
Yeah, I'll stay. I'll stay up for the on watch as well because
The first one?
makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You can roll
I'll-
your perception then.
Yeah.
Well,
Not really perceptive.
One is the most perceptive, and the other not so much.
Still
All
plagued by
right.
those nightmares.
okay, so while we're on watch, Kita is going to bring out the sack of herbs and kind of lay them out in front of Percha and Fallon. Listen, I don't know if these are important enough to these hags to draw them out. But if we can figure out whatever they were looking for with this one, maybe if we find it first, we might have our answer.
Could I do a nature check to see if I recognize them? Because I don't remember if I did when we grabbed them.
I would say that you had the chance to look over alongside Kita there. Doesn't really seem to ring a bell for you because then we would keep doing checks over and over, right? So yeah.
Okay.
If I were to take out my herbalism kit and take kind of a better, more studied look at them, would I be able to do another check?
No, because that check was already to ascertain if you had a knowledge about it. It's like something that you heard about that you couldn't really remember and you realize that you have no knowledge of. But you could look for people who know about it and ask for them when everything else fails, I suppose.
But yeah, so Kita will take the specific herb that Green Teeth pointed out as the one for this location spell, and she's going to kind of give it a proper treatment, put it more in a more safe in a jar, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll wrap
Alright.
it up and tuck everything away in her back in her pouch.
Okay. You do that. And the first 2 hours of the watch go by. After 2 hours, some of you get a bit drowsy there, need to go to sleep. And you can call the next one on the watch there if you want to call anyone. But
I can do the next 2 hours as well.
Kita and Percha, go to sleep there.
Yep. You didn't notice anything with our perceptions then?
No.
Okay.
Alright. That one can do the next 2 hours alone.
All right. You go for the next 2 hours there. You can roll your perception. All right. Try to keep your eyes peeled to see if there is anything, any sound coming off. Of course, for the Leoman tiny hut, nothing could get in from the outside unless it was dispelled. But yeah, nothing shows
And none of,
up there.
None of the people sleeping.
2
look like-
hours go by. At the end of the 2 hours, I will say that you, my friends, that would be Jirumo, Kita, and Clint. You do have nightmares there.
God damn it.
You have the same nightmares you had before. Kita see the destruction of not only her friends, but also the animals she bonded with by civilization. Clint keeps getting impaled into the battlefields. And Jirumo also has something going for him, but, well, he's not here.
He's a grumpy old bird.
All of you wake up sweating, feeling terrible. Your long rest is interrupted there.
Damn it.
All of
Jirumo
you
have bad dreams the first time?
have minus 10 now to your HP.
Including
Oh,
Jirumo?
damn.
Jirumo
If
has
he didn't have them the
minus
first time?
5.
Okay.
Clint rolls out of the bed, like making a loud thud. Seriously, who do I gotta pray to just to get a proper night's sleep?
Mm.
I even take my honeymoon.
What?
It was a weird shotgun wedding.
What?
Don't ask.
You've been.
Yeah, I was married once. I'll never bother to ask my personal life. Just like it when I kill stuff. I got
All
a
right.
life.
So, are you... This is a loaded question, but are you, like, was it the same as the night before?
Yep.
Ugh, I'm sorry,
Impaled.
guys.
Not even the good kind.
So... I mean, well... There's nothing we can do about it. At least not tonight, so I guess everyone should just try and go back to sleep.
All right. What do you want to do? The others woke up during the night with screams. I suppose everyone at least woke up with the sounds there from the inside. You were interrupted. Do you want to resume it?
I
Begin
guess.
everything again? And then we would need to wait 4 hours. And then you would be able to leave during the middle of the day there, close to it. On the next day, is that it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm almost willing to just say screw it.
Yeah, let's
Lost
just
at this
go.
point.
All right.
Need to choose there, guys.
So, are y'all going? I mean, Fallon still needs to do her 4 hours of trancing, so she's She's going into unconsciousness regardless.
All right.
Clint takes
Dita,
out like a charcoal
Clint-
marker
Hmm?
and was about to doodle on Fallon's face.
Mm-hmm. Who's the next one on watch there? That's going to be?
I'll
Fallon,
take watch. I got nothing better to do. I'll take watch.
All right. What about the others who were woke up there?
Going
Go back to sleep?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Quinn stays up there for the first 2 hours. No, nothing really happens on the 2 hours there, Clint. You don't see anything. You start to feel worse.
Reading the scroll of the morning Lord being like,
And now, after 2 hours, you can call the next one. What do you want to do after the 2 hours?
I guess I already got to. I guess I didn't get my long rest. I'm gonna wake up Jeremiah and be like, "You're up next, partner," and then try and get some semblance of a nap.
Doesn't Galen also only need 4 hours?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'll wake up Galen and Jeremiah.
sure. All right. You can go ahead and roll your perception there, Galen, for the 2 hours. That's going to be the end there.
Yeah, except my skills are effed up. I can tell you that right now.
Sorry?
Because I have a proficiency in perception. I don't have it anymore.
Oh, you're not?
No, I have 3 skills. I should have more than 3 skills.
Yeah, why is that? All right, it's there. Go ahead.
I'll have to figure out what other one's missing. Oh, survival.
Survival? All right. Done.
Thank you.
All right. D5 there. 2 hours go by. Nothing happens. But the Jerumo needs to go back to sleep if he wants a long rest. 4 more hours. The others wake up. You finish your trance there, Fallon. Percha, you also finish your long rest. And Galen, you also finish your long rest there.
Did I finish my long rest?
No, you do not finish your long rest. It was cut short. You need 4 more hours.
Screw it. I'm not gonna get any sleep tonight. I'll take Jeremiah's watch again.
Sure. Roll me a Constitution saving throw for exhaustion there.
Sure, buddy. Sure. Here comes my con save.
All right.
Nice.
I have staying awake for weeks. This is nothing to me.
All right. Stay awake there.
I slap
And
myself.
barrel through start without long resting. You want to keep going there for the watches? You already cut short your long rest anyway. You would need to resume from the start. So I will say that 4 hours go by. Everyone gets a long rest, but Clint there.
I can take it.
Yeah.
I can take it. I'm slapping myself a whole watch.
Mhm. All right. Let me give you guys a long rest here. You, and you. Okay.
And I can't.
Done. It's a new day, but I would say it's close to midday now. You have close to 4 hours or so of light time, a bit more, for you to travel. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
All right.
We can. So how far is it from? I assume it's more than 4 hours at a normal speed
Sure
for
it
it to
is.
get to where we need to go.
No, more than a day.
Oh,
That's what I
for
thought.
sure we're gonna do it.
Okay. Yeah.
All
we
right.
should just
All right.
get out.
Where do you want to go from here? Tell me. After the long rest there, where do you want to go?
I think we're heading west.
In the direction
West?
of where the vineyard towards Krask and the vineyard.
All right.
And I'm seeing what else is wrong with my character.
All right. I will put you guys at the edge of the map here as you make your way into town and into the western gate there to prepare to leave. Like I said, close to midday there, and as you prepare yourselves to begin your travel out of town, at what speed do you want to go?
Do we want to chance it and go fast?
I say we go fast.
I'd say quick. We have daylight. We may as well use.
I will help you
have.
guys once here.
Wow,
You are
once.
being chased by the Hex. You want to go into a fast pace where you cannot go stealthily? Is that it?
Mm.
We're being.
Normal pace we can go stealthily.
Slow
I
pace you
imagine-
can go stealthily. And you can use any spells necessary to make you stealth. You can go through places that you think would make you more stealthily. It's up to you.
On the normal pace, sorry, you cut off there.
No, only slow pace you can
Only
go.
on the slow pace.
Yeah.
I think,
What do you want to do?
I think to shake them, we need to just take our time.
Yep. We'll do slow pace and we'll try and shake them when we can.
Yeah.
And I will cast Pass Without a Trace.
All right.
Can I? No, probably it's too bright. Go ahead, next. Oh, just so I'm clear, pass it without a trace. That doesn't fully obscure us. It just softens and hides our tracks a little bit in a way.
Yes, hides your tracks, makes you easier to travel while being stealth or walking stealthily.
Okay.
Doesn't it add to your advantage, or doesn't it add to your stealth roll too?
Plus 10.
that's
Plus
Yeah.
10 to your
Yeah.
stealth roll.
Can I go ahead then? As Fallon's doing this, I'm going to cast darkness using 2 of my sorcery points so I can see out of it, and then after I cast it, I'll grab everyone and say hold hands, and I'm going to take us through the direction because I can see inside my own darkness with the 2 sorcery points I spend.
But the darkness doesn't move with us, does it?
No, but I could go
At
ahead
least
in
get us out.
theory.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Trying to give us the advantage on our stealth rolls to go out with the plus 10, if that can work that way. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
One's honestly too tired to really argue.
Doesn't
Alright,
really give
give us-
advantage on stealth. It gives disadvantage for you to be found while you're all inside there.
But if they're near and around us at the time when we're about to do
I
this,
suppose.
I'm hoping that's kind
They
of
are
what I'm trying to
searching
do.
for it, yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
That will hinder them, that's for sure.
Okay, so we can just stealth our way out of that and Pass Without a Trace should be...
All right. Pass without a trace for 1 hour, and then you are going to proceed at slow pace
let's
for 1 hour.
maybe wait till we get to the edge of the woods and we can cut through the woods at least.
Yep.
And not just, you know,
Which woods? These woods?
whichever, any wood.
I was
Well, that's
thinking.
gonna slow us
if
down
we-
even more.
Well, if we get here and we cut this way, then at least we should be able to get them off our trail for now.
Yeah. Alright, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
And I'll just... Casting of Darkness done.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about the measure template, because it's not that. I'll use my Tiefling one.
Okay.
And now the stealth roll. I'm ready for that.
Okay.
This is... Let's give me a +10.
So everyone needs to roll stealth, correct?
Yes, I can call for it here. All right. And then I can increase by 10 for the first hour there, unless you want to keep going and using more of them.
All right.
Go ahead.
And we're rolling with advantage because I put the darkness up in
Not
place.
advantage, like I said, it doesn't give you advantage.
No,
Gives
the
them
hags have
disadvantage.
disadvantage on perception.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Why does it not want to roll for me?
Can I give my hero point to Galen?
I think you need it more.
Can I? It's too late for me to do my hero point, isn't it?
Oh, I
No.
rolled. I thought.
It's after the roll.
It's not. Yeah, it's not letting me roll here.
May I
Yeah,
use?
I rolled already.
May I roll a d6 to add to my hero
Well,
point?
Sure.
Fallon I see has a 14, but my roll's not
Mhm.
showing up.
Okay.
Yeah, yours
Only
is not
letting me
going
click.
through strange.
I'm using the
Only
Yeah,
one.
letting me
that was
now.
also my Conrad. That was also my second roll because I just pressed the stealth
Mm-hmm.
button and added +10. So
Mhm.
I don't know what I rolled the first time because I can't.
It's all good.
Uh,
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm gonna wait until the banner clears away before I roll.
Yeah,
the
I
d6.
that's the thing. I don't think the banner is going away because Kita can't roll. But
Can you
alright.
force the roll?
It'll let me roll
I
with advantage or
can't.
disadvantage, but it won't.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to click it here, and not even I can click there.
Try clicking
But-
the defensive advantage.
That you can go ahead and roll do a refresh there. Let's see if
Your
it
refresh.
helps us. Yeah. Might be something.
Might take a minute.
That's all
Well,
good.
on the side
It's
note, I
how
did
it
find
is.
the other things I was missing.
All right.
So I'm 3, but with that +10, I'm 13. Is that correct for the pass without a trace?
We're not
13,
should be.
yes. 13. I do have some of the rolls here. The only one that's missing would be Kita's, but you can roll now.
I'm waiting for a refresh here.
That
What
would
was
be, let's see, your first one was 15.
Okay. Can I?
But
use
with
that
a plus
instead?
10. Yeah, with a plus 10 because you rolled a 1.
Yeah. I rolled a 1.
Yeah, the second one would be a 24.
Okay.
But the
Now I'll add
first one
my
is a
hero
15.
point.
You want
There
to
we
add a
go.
hero point there? Go ahead.
Oh,
Hey,
15.
I'm going to burn my inspiration.
Burn
It's,
your
1d6,
inspiration, all right?
For hero point, it's
All right.
1d6.
1d6, yes. Drumal has a 21.
For 14.
14. Kita?
Oh my lord.
Oh no.
No.
Plus 10 there. Do you want to use anything else? Who else
That's
is
all
there?
I've got right now.
Bircha has 28. Galen has 14. Do you want to use anything there, Galen?
I'll add a d6 to it in a second, but that's what I'm missing.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll a d6 there, which adds a 5, which gets you into a 19.
So then, yeah.
Blink has a 14. Irina gets a 24. Fallon gets a 15. Do you want to roll anything there, Fallon?
The second one was a 14.
You wanted to, but we are going to use
I
the
know,
first
I
one,
asked
right?
what it
That's what you
was.
wanted.
Because I didn't see what
Oh.
it was. Not that I wanted to
see.
use it, I just didn't even see what it was.
Sure. 24 then.
So it's your roll now, Galen.
Galen has a 19. All right, you're going to proceed like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go. Just take you a bit more to make some ground here, but you start here. That's going to be an hour. Do you want to use again? What do you want to do?
I'll do pass without a trace a second time. Yeah.
All right.
Maintain concentration on. Okay. Yeah.
It's noted here, Galen. Don't worry, I can add it for you there. Mm-hmm. Don't worry. All right. Another pass without a trace for 1 hour. You want to follow the road here?
Yeah, let's follow the yellow brick road.
All right. 2 hours. Want to keep going or use the one without the +10? What do you want to do?
I've only got one more slot of it, so maybe the next hour we'll do without.
I've got a few, but let's keep going for a little while, and then let's cut through the woods.
Well, we only have 4 hours, so we have 2 more hours of travel.
No, you have 8 hours, but you would need to
Oh,
travel
we
during the
have 8
night.
hours.
Yeah, you would need to travel during the
yes.
night. It's more the time that we began,
Got it.
but the 8 hours are still there. Of course. Oh yeah, I forgot something here. That's sad. Clint, do me 2 exhaustion checks there for Constitution. You did the long rest, right?
Yeah, but I thought I already did that.
You
No,
did long
you have
rest
to
to reset
Okay,
your
here
travel
comes my constitution.
twice.
Do I have an
Alright.
inspiration die to reroll for that?
Let me see. You do not have an inspiration. You do have a hero point.
That's not
just
gonna
used it.
save me, is it?
It's
I'll
a
hero
DC,
point
the first
8.
one. The first one is DC 10. The
I'll hero
second one
point
11. All right.
I'll
you
hero
go.
point the 8.
All right. Go ahead. All right. Keep going there for 1 hour.
I think that one was without it though. So we
Without
need
it. All right.
to- Yeah.
All right. From here, where do you want to go? Follow the road, or
If we have to travel at night, I do not want to go through.
Clint's gonna lean on Galen, by the
Well,
way.
I think we should go an hour along the path, which would take us about here, right?
it's more close to here because it's a bit less than 1 hex.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we just ended our second hour without, or with
3
pass
hours
without a
here.
trace,
That's the third hour without passage out of trace, which
Okay.
Clint needs to give me another Constitution saving throw there.
And I'm having to do a lot of constitution saves today.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Yeah, screw y'all.
All right. DC 12.
I'm tired.
Next one,
Jesus.
DC 13.
Oh god.
All right. So pass without a trace has ended. So for that third hour.
No,
did
that
we
the
go
you
again?
use for the third one.
No, I did not.
All right.
Should we have rolled for the second pass with the
No.
trace then?
No, it's you are just skip. It's for the travel here.
Okay.
Yeah, for the third hour, we did not have pass without a trace.
All right, you are here. Where do you want to go from here?
I think we were going to do another hour on the paths there-ish.
Another hour from the path gets you to around here. Without passage out of trace.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 4 hours, it gets dark right here.
Okay.
At the beginning of the 4th hour, Clint, another Constitution saving throw, DC 13.
Sure, here comes my con save. Again, that is one level of exhaustion for me. isn't it?
Yes, one level of exhaustion for Clint there.
So, if we were to cut, I'm trying to. Whereabouts in the woods are we trying to cut across? Just like this tiny part right here, like this part.
Well, I definitely think we should be, cutting through the woods. Will give us a
Go
better
that
chance
way.
to throw the trail off rather than they're just going to keep following us along the path if they know we're going on down the path.
Yeah. Okay.
Or we head south.
I don't want to head south.
I understand that, but they also now know that we're heading north and towards Craft.
Unless.
I say just do it.
All right. So we'll go this way.
Glenn is just leaning on Galen, by the way.
All right. I will. Does anyone other than me have passed without a trace?
I do. Do we want Pass with a Trace now?
I think if we're gonna be traveling for the next 4 hours in the dark,
Well,
it would
I
be
see.
ideal. I also still have one more.
hold on to your spells.
Okay.
You might need them. Find Pass with a Trace.
All right, you use Pass Without a Trace, and where you're going from here? To the left?
I think this way.
This way? All right, it's
Yeah.
1/3 now since you are going. It's actually half of the slow one because it's a difficult terrain. So at the first hour, you get to around here. You keep going? Do you use any spells? Do you use Pass Without a Trace again?
Yeah, I'll burn another.
All right, another one. Clint, you can do me your Constitution saving throw DC 14.
Sure. Let's see how many con saves I fail before I die.
6.
All right, that one's safe. Yet another hour with another Pass Without a Trace. You walked a bit more. This is the 6 hours, right? You have 2 hours more. Do you want to keep going?
I mean, I think we could at least get as far as we can. And then.
Are you going to use Pass Without a Trace on the 2 of them? 2 times that you're going through there?
Yeah.
Do we want to?
I mean, I feel like no matter what, we're probably gonna end up fighting something. So, I'll do it one more time. Just.
One more time?
Yep.
All right,
You
one
do it
more hour.
time. I can
Need
do it.
another
We'll
con
have an
save?
hour of travel.
You another con save, DC 15. One more hour here. I will say it is at this point here that you pass by this place and you realize there are some movement coming from the south. There's a lot of sound, a lot of steps coming by. Let me see here. I would say Phelim, Galen, and Kida. You do realize about how many are there. You can see that, well, not really see, but I see the glint of the eyes going by there of the wolves that are here. Maybe a bit more than a dozen, but they do not seem to have seen you. They are going to the south right now, into the woods. Where do you want to go from here?
I think we had northwest.
Northwest.
Direction,
All right. With another pass without a trace.
I will burn one more passive trace.
All right. You get to around here with your pass without a trace. 8 hours go by. You are inside the forest. You can keep going and maybe try to go for a con save there.
I think we
Or
should just rest.
try to rest. Clint, you can go ahead and roll me
I
your
can keep going.
Constitution saving throw here. AC
I can
16.
keep going. I can
DC
keep going.
17, the next one.
All right.
I think we should just not risk it and rest.
Well, I mean, we should probably make sure there's somewhere safe enough to camp for the night.
Galen can cast his tiny hut. And at least that way we know other creatures in the forest can't get to us, even if the hags can.
That'll keep the wolves out, I guess. Anyways, if you don't mind,
Mhm.
Galen.
No, I don't.
All right.
I'm
Good
doing good,
thinking
guys.
there. All right.
I'm just-
Good thinking.
Yeah.
You wanna
I'm just gonna grab.
look for
sit him down,
somewhere
say full sleep.
to rest there? A better
Yeah,
positioning?
Keto will
You can
look
go
for-
ahead and roll for survival there to see if you find anything.
I'll give him advantage on it.
All right. You have help there. You can roll again. Use the next one.
Okay.
Or the highest one, of course.
Use the higher one.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
we'll
All
we'll
right.
use
Yeah,
that one.
You do find what seems to be a clearing there that you realize there are some rocks and trees at the back that gives you cover from one of the sides. So you find a place that's at least decent for you to rest inside the forest, mind you. But yeah, you start to set up camp, wait for a few hours until it's time to sleep, right? And-
I kind of crashed early.
Sure. All right. What do you want to do here? You're going to cast, when you begin to rest, the tiny hut. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You do that. You cast the tiny hut. Is there anyone that's going to be on watch here for the first 2 hours?
I can do. Fallon will do what she usually does.
First 4 hours?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Clint's just gonna not take watch.
They claim sleep. I'll take it first with her.
Okay,
Alright.
well, if Galen's going on first watch, then Keto will try to get some rest and go on the next watch.
Okay.
On the third,
Yeah,
you mean?
I'll-
Because he has 4 hours there
Yeah.
that can watch. All
Yeah.
right.
I'll go on the third watch with Keto.
All right.
Perception check.
Yeah, you can go for the perception check, both of you there. All right, Galen and Fallon. So, here's the thing. You do realize, both of you, that there are things out there. You hear the movement. Sometimes a lot of them, sometimes the howls are piercing through like they are right next to you. But because of the tiny hut, nothing happens. You're safe inside the forest there. 2 hours go by, and you can begin the next 2 hours. Is it going to be the two of you?
Probably.
All right. Can go ahead and roll there.
Ooh, damn, you perceptive as hell, boy.
That's
All
me.
right. 27 and 19. Again, there are some sounds out there. Strange ones.
And are our friends sleeping peacefully?
They do seem to be sleeping peacefully. But Galen, I do need you to go to the secret room.
Oh, for the love of.
Oh no, Galen. No, buddy, don't die.
All right. So, Galen, here's the thing. You are taking a watch. You spent 4 hours alone, alongside Fallon. The first 2 hours were a bit on edge with the sounds coming from outside, but with time you begin to be a bit more secure about the spell you used. It seemed to work. So, for the next 2 hours you pay attention, but you also pay attention to Fallon. And I need you to roll me a wisdom there.
Natural wisdom?
Yeah, straight up wisdom. All right, an 18. You realize this doesn't really happen that much to you, but it happened now. You know what it was, but something comes rushing through into your mind there. Thoughts, strange ones. You see yourself traveling into a road alongside people. And as you travel by, you can see comrades around you, laughter. And you also see a face, a slip of almost nothing come by. And you realize that it looks almost as the same face as Fallon. But the memory slips by. And now, we're going to go back there with you with a new knowledge there. All right? Let's go.
All right.
All right.
I don't know how to prepare spells, but
We are here. Okay. You want to prepare spells? Rangers, now you can change one of your spells and learn another one at every single long rest there. So you change one from the
Okay.
other. Preparation is
Okay.
different for Rangers now. You have everything, and then you change when
yeah.
you like.
Well,
On
Okay,
long
because
rest.
that's what
But
we were
it needs
talking
to be
about.
one.
Was I was like, what? I was noticing I have a lot more spells. So I thought
Mhm.
explains why.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
how
yeah.
do I decide what's prepared? Do I just is that like
You can when you wake up, you can change one. So you can remove
Okay.
one that you have currently and then change to another one, and it can be of any that you have there on your list. Of course, there are some that you can't really remove, like this guy's self,
Like-
because he comes from the subclass Hunter's Mark. You will
Right.
always have prepared, doesn't count. Deck magic come
Right.
from elf, so it doesn't
got it.
count.
So how many
you
should
know?
I have prepared?
At the moment, let me see.
Yeah, because I haven't been preparing them ever.
Mhm. No, I think you might have the number. You just not changed any of them. You can have 7 prepared at a time there.
7. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I wake up, I'll figure out what I want. Anyway, carry on. Continue.
All right. First 4 hours go by. You do need to go to trance there and to
Yep.
rest for the next 4 hours. So who are you going to call there for the next 3 hours? Next 4 hours, sorry.
I think Kita and Purchase said they do the next 2.
All right.
So she'll wake them up and say, and just be like, no nightmares?
No nightmares.
No?
No nightmares.
Thank God.
Just get snoring.
Alright. I'm gonna
Hopefully
get some
that
shut eye.
means, hopefully that means we lost them and not that they're biding their time.
Hopefully.
Hold on. Actually, the thing here is with, and she'll point to Clint, saying, with Clint being tired and really exhausted because he pushed himself, how about Kita does watch by themselves and I'll do the next watch, so that way we can make sure we're covered longevity-wise.
Okay.
All right.
All
I
right.
just
So-
realized.
Mhm. So you can go for the 2 hours there, the one who is going to do this watch here.
Ooh, perceptive as hell.
Nice.
Yes, girl.
Kita, here's the thing. With a 27 there, you realize something really off-putting, to say the least.
Okay.
You see inside the forest here, which is funny, because you see inside the forest a huge silhouette into the distance. You would say maybe close to 15 feet or so
Damn.
of
Good.
height. It seems to be a bit distant from you there, but it seems to be prowling somewhere. You can hear some of the trees going by and the sound of the trees as they are moved a bit to the side. But you can't really tell what it is. You can't really see that much into the distance with your dark vision. Only close to yourself there. You realize that you are lucky to be inside Dome there, because inside the forest, during the night, there's some nasty things, if it is to be believed that the thing you saw there is an enemy. But who knows? Could be a friend, right? Here in Barovia.
I like to believe
sure.
it's fine.
But 2 hours go by and nothing happens.
Okay. During
All
her
right.
watch, Kita is going to take out the nightly emblem and just
Mm-hmm.
look it over. Doesn't seem to do anything.
This nightly emblem, it seems to have a unperceptive hum to it. It's like it's almost not there. Did you use identify on it? You did, right? You already know that
did, yeah.
this seems to point to somewhere, but to this point in time, it hasn't really changed the amount of sound he makes, changed the amount of vibrations it makes. So,
Okay. She just wanted to check, and then
Mhm.
noticing that there's no difference, she'll put it back in her pouch
All
and
right.
go wake Percha up for her watch.
All right, Percha,
Okay.
you get to what seems to be the last of the watches. 2 hours there until the end, so you can go ahead and roll your perception.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice. All of you did
Damn,
quite
girl,
well.
you perceptive as hell.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can
I can see you.
you can hear things into the distance there on the end of the night. You can hear the movements going by. You even hear the flapping of wings passing right atop of you. But the sound never gets as close as the dome allows.
It's a goddamn dragon.
But yeah, 2 hours go by. You end your watch there. The dome starts to dissipate, leaving you into the forest there. And all of you gain a long rest.
Yay!
Do I?
And no one had a nightmare.
No one had a nightmare at this
Perfect.
occasion.
Perfect. Okay.
Do I get any of my health back?
No, the health's not going to go back for the time being.
We need to go ahead and get someone to cure us of whatever affliction it is to be able to get our health back.
Oh,
Guys, what? Y'all didn't wake me up for the watch. That gonna help.
You
You
needed
needed you needed the sleep. You were pushing yourself too hard.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm about to learn so many spells.
I'm going to walk up to Clint and I'm just going to turn and give him the boop on the nose and say,
Oh,
needed
you
to
can
rest."
only change one that you had there,
Oh,
Fallon.
one. Oh, shit.
Mhm,
Well,
one per long rest.
okay.
Yeah.
I think I also only had
I would,
six.
if you
had one.
did not had 7, you can prepare a new one because you were supposed to have 7 there. But you can
Okay.
change the others that you had alongside there. So Cure Wounds, Snaring Strike, Hail of Thorns, Locate
Yep.
Object, Magic,
I see
Weapon,
it.
and Passive Trace. You can change any of them to another one and also prepare a new one. All right?
Okay. Just ignore me.
It's all good. It's all good.
Keeps-
Oh, I
Do-
always do.
Go do your time there.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know. I think magic weapons are pretty useful spell to have.
Oh, I was gonna count them out as I, but no, I'm
No.
keeping magic weapon.
Yeah, magic weapon now is really good. It's like
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Because I
not
can cast it at
concentration.
3rd level, can't I?
No, not only that, but you no
It's
longer
not a-
need concentration. That's like the best thing out of it. You just transform something into a magical weapon. No concentration, can keep concentrating
see.
on other things. It's way better now.
Yeah,
Way
you cast,
better.
Like, you can cast like on your bow, my halberd, and they become magical
Yeah,
weapons.
you can. You
Yeah.
can cast on multiple.
Oh yeah, I've
weapons.
used it.
Yeah, he used to be shit. That's for sure. I mean,
Oh yeah, that is
concentration.
kind of
1 hour
restrict-
concentration. The only thing. I mean, there was some situations that you might need it, but I mean, 1 hour concentration, you couldn't do anything else.
Right.
But now it's decent. That's it. Now it's something that I can see myself using.
I actually did use it in another campaign where I'm playing a paladin. It was actually pretty useful.
It's quite good. It's quite good. Getting through resistance there, it's something hard for
Low level groups.
for
yeah.
marshals. Yeah, marshals suffer too much. That's the truth.
Which is kind of why I like the weapon mastery. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna add. And I'm gonna get.
All right, some of you are preparing the spells there. Galen, you can prepare the spells you want to prepare for the day there.
Yeah, I'm figuring out if there's any I want to change.
All right, I'm going
Yeah,
to equip the
breakfast.
things that are not equipped for you there.
Okay.
what you had to say to me. I think.
It's been 13 weeks, and I just now learning how to prepare spells, guys.
I know
Doing
that's not it. I think it's because it changed from.
Yeah, we also
Yeah.
only swapped the new rules a
Yeah.
number of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's true.
So it's not really on you there. It's something that changed on Ranger.
Still fun.
I didn't know about it until last week. I was like, wait,
Oh,
is that something changed here? Like,
why does she have so many things?
yeah, I was like, that's exactly what happened. I was like, wait, she has all spells? What's happening here? And then I read the rules. They have access to
Anyways,
everything.
we're-
That's something that was supposed to be happening for Rangers for a while now. I mean, Paladins can do that for a while now. Why not Rangers, right?
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Rangers are just the druids of martial prowess. I mean, like Paladins are marshals for clerics. So,
Yeah, that's true.
what do you want to say there, Clint?
What, you think you're better than me?
I mean, you can turn into a bear, so no. But I can summon a bear.
I'm
You
sure
think
if
you're
I
better
really
than
wanted to, I could summon a bear.
Probably.
Oh my god.
What do you think of me?
Anyway.
Speaking of very large creatures, though, did
Mhm.
anybody else on watch
No.
see that thing last night?
We
I
heard
saw a
some
big
stuff,
thing flying.
but
Well, whatever I saw was big.
like,
I'm sure it's friendly.
Like something I've never heard of before. Big.
God. All right.
So, I mean,
At least until we're out of the woods, then, should we maybe do this a little stealthily again?
I think it's definitely a good idea.
Hmm.
I mean, I had a good night's rest for the first time.
I had a
in-
dream.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't
did have
I'm
a
sorry. That
You
was
didn't have a
spontaneous. That was really
I have a
spontaneous.
dream.
I
for
had
all
a dream
species.
that all species would
dream.
work together
Well-
against Strahd.
Oh my God.
All right. So,
I had a dream.
you did have a dream. Not as as good as Martin Luther sunbreak there, but yeah.
I was just dreaming of a life I could have had I just stayed on the damn farm.
That's the best one. That's
You know, I could be married. I could be having a few kids and having a decent ass farm, but no,
I'm
instead
gonna remind you all.
Mhm.
I'm
It
gonna
kinda
remind you
is.
all. I had a nice, peaceful life before you dragged me to Barovia, and
Oh, I
now there's
didn't.
15-foot tall creatures in the night.
I didn't drag. Don't say I dragged.
Here's the thing: there was a choice. You could have said, "Nah, bye," and just could have walked off, but you didn't.
Yeah, so don't say I dragged you along. You came of your own free will.
All right, so
Anyway,
you begin the day there. You can prepare the spells. Those of you who can prepare spells, that would be Galen, Kida, and Fallon can prepare one.
Yep,
And,
I'm done. I did everything I needed
all
to do.
right. What did you add there?
I
would
added
be-
Summon Beast.
Oh no, don't do that to me.
The old version, don't do that to him. The new one, do it to him. Do it to him.
I see. No,
I
don't do that.
I replaced locate object with Summon Beast, and then I added Corvus.
You sorry, locate object with summon beast.
Yeah,
All right.
and then I added Cordon of Arrows.
I think you still have 6 there. Where's her?
Huh?
Is
Hang
it
on.
magic weapon? No. 1, 2, 3.
Or-
I think you were
Can I not do
missing
Am I bad at math?
Hail of Thorns. That's the one that's
Ah.
missing there. Can click there.
Thank you.
All right. You have it prepared there. The others, do you have it? Everything prepared there? Galen, you have your things there, right? I added your resilient there. All your skills are there, right?
Yeah, as far as I've seen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I had concentration after that reboot. I was like, I was happy to have
It's there.
concentration
It's
bonus.
there. It's there now. All right. All right. That being said, new day begins. You're gonna hit the forest now, not the road. All right. Thanks. You get your camp up, and you are now right at the middle of the forest. At what direction do you want to go here? And at what
This way,
speed?
right?
Yep, I think
I
a
think
solid
until we're
north.
out of the woods, we should stealth.
Stealth,
Mhm.
all right. Are you going to use
And
anything for the stealth there?
I'll burn a pass without a trace to give us an hour of extra bump.
All right. Can anyone ping there? Where on what direction you want to
I
go?
only
No,
see a black.
no.
I only see a black.
To the top there and arrive here. It's around here.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. All right.
Hang on.
You use the pass without a trace. You can all roll stealth there with a +10.
No, we're not going to do it this time. Okay, then. Ooh, boy.
Hey, I rolled pretty good this time.
We're leaving Percha behind.
It's not too bad.
Ooh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, you said. Yeah.
Ooh, Irina. Ooh.
Maybe a stealthy
You
as
already
found.
added the +10 there, Pritchett?
Yeah, I did.
Come on, keep up.
You keep up. I keep up.
I only kept up, and I only had like 4 hours of sleep.
All right, let's go. You're going to go through here, right? So this is
Yeah.
the first hour.
Yeah.
So next hour.
As we start getting away from camp,
Mhm.
I'm going to turn around and cast plant growth and use overgrowth so that the 100-foot radius behind us
Mhm.
overgrows.
All right.
Smart.
Ah,
All right, it's overgrowth, right? All normal plants
Yes.
in this 100 foot radius. This is the one that you use an action, right? The other one needs to
Yes,
use like
this one is an
time
action.
or. Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the enrichment is 8-hour casting
Oh,
time.
I like that enrichment one. Yeah.
Yes, me too. I don't like the casting time though.
Mm-hmm.
But
8
yeah,
hours.
I'm not.
I
Gonna,
mean,
I mean, I could. I'm not going to place this down, but you get the idea.
yeah. All right.
Because it kind of wants to take up the entire map.
All right. All right. One next hour there. Do you want to use another passage or the trace or go without it?
We can go without it.
Yeah, I think so. We're near the
We're
end.
we're so close to the edge of the forest that between that and Kita's overgrowth, I think we'll be okay. I hope
Who
we'll be
among
okay.
you have a proficiency in insight there?
I do.
And go ahead.
I
I
do.
Roll.
Oh wait, I do not. Damn it. I
Anybody with? Okay,
What's the question?
Shoot,
proficiency with insight.
I do. Hang on.
I do. I have
Then-
I
proficiency.
do not.
Then
I am
roll.
not spiteful. I'm good at murder.
Oof.
I
Nope.
wait. Everybody proficient with insight?
Pretty much.
I'm
Mhm.
Damn
Only the
it.
4 of us. Oh, no, I think Jerimo also is actually.
Mhm.
I'm not
Is-
insightful. Am I?
He is, but he's not paying attention right now.
So
I
Clinton's
use-
the only one without it.
I would say that Kita, you're the one who
No.
knows it. Maybe it would be a good idea to keep up for a while there. Never know.
Yeah, I mean, we probably better to continue covering our tracks for now.
So do another one. Do you want to do it or do you want me to?
I can a bit of my
Okay.
weave. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. I will say that the next hour there as you go by gets you right next into the road. 2 hours go by of travel. We have 6 more. Pass without a trace goes by. Your stealth there. And now you are right at the edges of the road and you can follow it if you so desire. Is that what you want to do
Follow
here?
it. Yeah, at a normal pace.
Yeah.
normal pace.
Normal pace?
Yeah.
Leaving tracks?
No.
All right.
Well, we'll go normal, and for the next hour, I will do pass with a tree.
All right.
I don't think pass without a trace works if we go at a normal speed.
I thought it does.
It does work. There's a merit there because it doesn't leave tracks, but you can't add
Okay.
the plus 10 to.
So we don't
That's
really need
dexterity.
stealth,
Mhm.
but let's at least
No
kind of
tracks.
throw them off our trail for the next hour or two as well. So,
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You do that. Next hour you get to around here, and this is where I'm going to ask for an entire process. Where do we want to go from here? Keep going, right? Normal pace. You tell me if you want to use passage out of trace, when you want to use passage out of trace or not. I will keep going here for the next part of the travel now that you are out of the woods there, all right?
Literally.
probably wouldn't hurt.
Want to go for
Alright.
one more passage out of trace?
We'll do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Equally burn it.
You've got
More.
enough stealth slots to burn one.
I mean I'll have one more second level, but I have 2 3s, I think.
Perfect.
So
I did already have to burn a 3 for
Okay.
throws,
All right.
so.
yeah.
Get
Okay.
to here on this hour, and then you get into this fork here. You realize that maybe a bit away from you there, 1 mile or 2 miles or so. Not really how it's on the map there. This is one of the rare times where the mists allow you to see a bit into the distance. You realize that out there's a tower right into a peninsula of some sort inside of a small island there, and the road that leads to it. Where do you want to go?
I think I would like to check this out.
I would too.
Maybe we can find something else that will help us going forward.
Just
Yeah.
out of
Or maybe we'll die a
Curi-
gruesome death. Who knows?
if I was to reflect on the tarot card reading that we had from Madame Ava, does this lake sound familiar from the reading?
Roll an intelligence there.
I don't get any bonuses. It's just a flat 11.
I
You do
give it
feel
up.
like you are missing something there. You might have forgotten something along the way, but there might be something to do with a tower there. You don't really know
No,
what it
it
is.
wasn't in relation to the towers. The lake, just the lake itself.
No, by the tower.
By the tower
There's
vested
something
in
there.
me.
Because I remember it saying, "Look for a den of wolves overlooking a mountain
Mhm.
lake. It belongs to
Sure.
the Mother of Night."
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if this is like
Yeah.
the lake that's near the mountains.
I think
Yeah.
we should. I think we should check it out.
Mhm.
We're gonna have to stop to rest soon anyway. So, well,
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Just to be safe,
yeah.
for the next hour, we will do Pass with a Trace, and I think as long as we lost them, we should have them off our tail for at least a little while. I would hope.
All right.
As far as heading west, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Pass without a trace
next
to get
tower.
into the tower there. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. After 2 miles, you do make your way towards this place here. Okay. Do-do-do-do.
Bum, 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 bum.
So much darkness in a space.
All right, but you do make your way towards the tower there.
Oh, we love a cinematic.
As you make your way into the tower, following the road, realize that the place is completely closed. There are some... I forgot the name of the thing here.
Gargoyles.
No, that's not it.
Ladders?
Scaffolding to the left there.
Scaffolding?
Scaffolding.
Yes.
Not only that, but you also see a wagon parked just on the outside.
Do I see any footsteps going around the wagon? You know. By the way,
Or any
Foundry-
tracks outside other than our own.
yeah.
Sure, you wanna?
We don't even have any tracks.
Yeah.
By the way, Foundry crashed on me, so
That be perception.
Yes, that would be in a matter of fact survival to see if you find any tracks of the sort.
I'll give
there,
advantage
to see if there's anything there.
I was gonna do
I'm
investigation.
proficient.
And I'm proficient too.
Ah.
I was going to do
That's why I
investigation.
say give you advantage on it.
Well, I mean, if she doesn't want
Mhm.
advantage, Keto will
I mean, I'll
it.
take advantage. Did it roll?
I seen an 8.
He's not
Yeah, it
working.
wasn't a great roll.
That's not
Nice.
showing up for me.
I hate Foundry.
Well,
so
if I get advantage, then I will take it.
It was better than my roll.
Well, that's shit
Hey,
no matter what.
considering Hey, can somebody share a screen with me, please, so I can see
I'll
what's
just go
going
fuck
on?
myself.
I can share. Give me a second.
Thank you. So I can
I
see
can
what's going
share it
on.
here. Mm-hmm. Give
Thank
me a
you.
second here. I think that's the one.
All right.
Can you
Thank
watch there?
Give me a sec. It's loading. Okay, yes. Now I see it. Nice.
Nice. All right. All right. All right. That's good. Okay. So I will say that there doesn't seem to be tracks there at the moment. Don't really see anything that pinpoints to tracks. The only thing you really see as you start to make your way into the peninsula there is the entrance of the tower, of course, and the wagon.
Can I investigate the wagon to see if there's, I don't know, traps?
You want to
or-
approach?
I'm going to carefully approach, like be ready to jump out of the way of a
Sure.
trap.
I'm going to be standing far back.
I'll be the idiot. I'll take the risk. You know, I'm gonna carefully approach me, and I'm
Mhm.
poised to jump out of the way if
Sure.
spitting darts appear out of nowhere.
I mean,
you know?
I can follow Clint and check for traps if you like.
Let
Probably,
me have it.
no. You probably should let her because she's probably better off at it.
Fine. You know what? I wanted
I
to
can at
contribute
least-
to the group. Take
I'll
a hit.
check. Well, no, you can go over there. I just want to make sure that you're not going to blow yourself up. I'm looking
Yeah,
out for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Right.
approach it and
That's
knock on
a
the
really
door.
specific thing to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach
did-
and knock on the door
How
and be
did
like,
you know?
"Hello? Anybody home? Anybody awake?"
Who what? What's a specific thing to say?
Something about me blowing up.
Alright.
Anyways,
Who's going to approach
know.
here?
I'm
Was it
approaching-
specific?
I am approaching the carriage.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody would be so kind as to move me towards
I
it.
generally just assumed that traps include fire.
I generally just assume like Indiana Jones, like poison darts.
Mm.
You know?
Either way, I'm looking out for you. I was not being specific for any particular reason.
I trust.
From
Yeah, I trust.
from our
I-
vantage point,
Can't I move?
from our vantage point, do we see any sign of movement or life inside the tower? Any lights on or smoke? from the
Kendra will
chimney?
fly up there and do a check for us.
On a sand Jerumal?
Yeah, if we can.
Yeah.
I
You're all
mean,
got wings?
from where we're standing right now, do we see any other sign of? there
Mhm.
might
Other
be
lights
Can
something
roll
on.
other than a
perception there?
wagon?
As I'm
And did I
approaching-
find any traps?
I guess
As I'm
to
approaching-
look for traps, you do need to be close enough to investigate, right?
Damn, girl, you perceptive as hell.
Anyways, as
Yeah.
I'm approaching the carriage, I'm like, "Hey, we're not bandits."
Nothing that you see, no movement.
Okay.
No.
Does this wagon look like a wagon we've seen before?
It does seem a bit like a wagon from a Vistani, maybe. Same architecture. There's a lamp into the
Not
front there.
Rictavio.
No, his wagon's
No.
over at the
His wagon was
stockyard.
Well, oh, I mean, he could have two. You never know. This could be his house.
could be.
Why would you have two mobile homes? Anyways,
I don't know.
You wanna
I'm
approach
getting
here to look
frustrated.
for traps?
Yeah.
You just approach and knock on the
Sure.
door. You know.
Knock on the door. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Nothing
Hello?
happens.
Is it unlocked?
Is the door locked?
You can check.
I'm gonna carefully check to see if the door's locked.
Did I find
It's a
a trap?
mimic.
All right. What about the others?
I'm standing back here.
I'm just
I
gonna.
learned from Rictavio. I would learn from Rictavio's wagon not to trust wagons for a minute.
Yeah, sure. That's it.
I'll take the
All right.
risk.
All right. It doesn't seem to be locked.
I'm gonna slowly open the door.
Did I find a trap?
Oh yeah. Did she see a trap?
You want to look for a trap? Go
yes,
ahead.
I already rolled. It's a
Roll
13.
investigation.
I think I'm proficient.
I
in
already
invest-
did. It's a 13.
13?
I think I'm proficient. I can give the help action if you need it.
I thought
I
you were
mean-
opening the door. But yeah. You can roll again.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that.
Ooh, that's
Damn,
better.
girl.
24.
Damn, girl. You're investigative as hell.
Sherlock Holmes,
Alright.
people. We got a Sherlock Holmes.
I will say that as Clint goes and knocks on the door and begins to open, you realize, looking to the side there, that there is a string attached to the door there
She will
that seems
reach
to
out and
lead to
immediately.
something inside.
She will reach out and immediately grab his wrist.
What?
There's a trap.
Really?
Yes. And she'll
I-
nod her head towards the string.
I look at the string. I will take out my dagger. You know?
I'm gonna back up 5 feet. Or more
And-
than 5 feet.
All right.
And
I tried to help.
I can I'll
Let the
be-
record show I tried to help.
I appreciate it. I am attempting to disarm the trap. I
You want
that
to
noted.
disarm the trap with a knife?
I am cutting the wire.
All right.
I announced
Backing
this, by the way.
fuck
I'm like,
up.
I will now be disarming the trap by cutting its wire.
All right.
But-
You
Cut
cut
the wire.
you cut the wire then. All right.
Yes. I'm doing this like all like lethal weapon style. Where oh fuck me! I cast absorb elements and on second level to absorb that,
Is that a reaction?
Yes.
Sure, it is.
Oh god, you're lucky.
and it makes me
Holy
resistant to the triggering damage.
I see now why you
Okay.
said that's a very specific phrase to use.
Yes, that is a
And
very
I mean,
specific
with
thing.
him saying that, I was like, I'm not going near that thing.
Holy fuck.
I'm prepared to do the stupid shit just so I can keep the adventure fun. Okay.
And like that wasn't a spectacular roll either. Like that could have just straight up killed you.
Oh yeah, no. And-
Oh, lucky.
well,
I feel the whoosh effect of that. Woof.
as
Here.
like it explodes. Oh god.
30 feet from the wagon
Oh, Percha.
explodes.
No, Percha!
No,
Both
here's
of
the good
you
thing.
can do me
Half
a
damage.
DC 12 Constitution saving throw. Go ahead.
Percha or myself?
Both of you.
It's still,
You roll
still
with
loading.
disadvantage.
It's still loading for me, by the way.
Okay.
Can you roll?
Rolling with disadvantage.
No, not you. That will be Clint. You succeeded nonetheless.
Because I thought I was in the blast radius.
Mhm.
You are?
No.
You are. I'm just the one that's
Yeah.
standing right in the epicenter of it.
Percha's right here.
Mhm.
You're with him,
So-
but you're less screwed than I am right now.
All right. A huge explosion there. Clint, are you back?
It's still loading. I hate.
Uh,
I love Foundry, but I hate it when it decides to.
I don't think it's Foundry. I think it's your internet.
I don't know
sadly.
what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I got
No,
it.
yeah, sure.
I'm-
Roll me go on Google there and roll 2d20 or just roll 2d20 real
I can
life
do it
there.
on- I can do
If
it
you
on
have
Beyond.
a d20 there. Have a
I can do
d20
it.
there.
I got D&D
Can be,
Beyond.
can
I
be.
can do it.
Can be. You can roll on D&D Beyond.
I'll be rolling on D&D Beyond.
Mhm.
Hey, Conrad, I just rolled 2d20 over here. They're both 20s.
We're both ones, aren't they?
Yeah, me
For,
too.
for dexterity, right? You want my dexterity or constitution?
Constitution saving throw. With disadvantage.
advantage? Oh, damn.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
So
So
that's
with
16.
okay. So with that Constitution saving throw, do I receive damage?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is fire damage.
Yes.
Okay, so then it's half and half again. So
Mhm.
half of 41 would bring it down to like
10.
20. Half again, 10.
What? Could have been way worse.
Yep.
And then Percha's
Then
going to
what?
cast Hellish Rebuke. But since the wagon's blown up, it's going to be redirected at Clint.
Anyways, I got a 16 on that.
16?
Yep, and
All
I'm
right.
doing second level absorb elements, so I absorb. Oh wait,
Alright.
actually, I'll do first level because. Oh yeah, I'll just first level because we're not in direct combat, so I'll just do
Alright.
first. Still be resistant.
You take 10 points of fire damage as the wagon there explodes. Everything starts to fly about. You see a lot of debris going by. And yeah. The wagon is not
Well-
there anymore after the explosion. It
As you
even
see,
hits
Clint,
some of the tower there.
as you see the explosion and Clint emerges, he's like you see fire, but like the runes that he has wrapped around his arm, kind of like shimmer and glow, kind of as it's like absorbing the fire into him.
All right.
Well, if they didn't know we were home or someone was here before, they do now.
You realize as
Fine.
Oh!
What
We're
the?
just
As-
gonna. We'll extinguish those flames real quick.
as the explosion happens there, it's so potent that the things that seem to have been inside are scattered about. You see pieces of clothing, pieces of chest, even weapons were bent or even destroyed with the explosion. You can see part of an instrument there, other things, even a shovel there, at least piece of it. Anything else is not recognizable, but everything inside was destroyed.
God damn
And
it!
that, Clint, is why
Oh.
you let the rogue disarm the trap.
You know, I got blown up. I think I can rightly say I avoid all "I told you so"s for a good while.
No.
Too bad. I am. Too bad. I am. I'm done.
Anyway.
All right.
Door locked.
Is
But
there
I
any
look-
objects that look
Salvageable.
salvageable?
No, everything is.
No. The explosion was really massive there. Everything that was inside was completely destroyed. There are only pieces
Is
and
there-
pieces scattered
Is there
about now.
anything I could fix with mending?
Uh-oh. I clicked on the door. I didn't mean to. And now
Why
it popped up
can't
a thing.
What's
Uh-oh.
Or
The door to the
Alright.
tower. And now I'm in a thing.
I will say that
You're in a
since you
thing.
clicked the door there and you're not supposed to, that's going to apply to Kita there. Kita, click
What?
the door.
And,
Click the door.
and let
I
me.
don't want to click the door.
I was trying to finish up a spell that I was casting at Percha.
I'm gonna.
Thread that binds
All right.
power
All
and
right.
life.
Here's the thing. You see as runes form right before your eyes, Kita. A question comes before you. You realize that there's 5 spaces for you to write something. The first one, capitalize. You have 1 minute. Go.
Oh god.
What's the riddle?
The thread that binds power and life, unseen but felt in the surge of might. I am the forge wizards strive to master, the secret of spells and arcane's caster. What am
It's
I?
the weave.
And the weave, right?
Well,
Capital
I'm trying
W.
to. I'm trying here. W E A.
First one capitalized.
By the way, I am sorry, guys. I fucked up.
it's okay. Mistakes happen.
Then you click attempt unlock, right?
You
Ha!
manage to unlock the door with the password we. And you hear as the door opens on itself.
Oh god.
The massive
I'm
door
going back.
opens and you have sight to the inside. Inside, you see statues, massive ones. At first, immovable, but as soon as the door opens, they start to move.
Conrad.
Massive ones made of clay and stone. They grab into the chains, into the ground there, and you realize that there's a contraption right at the middle of it, being dragged by the chains. The creatures seem to await your movement.
Hey, Connor, can you put me with everybody else, please?
Sure.
Thank you, because, again, I'm not...
Whoa, everybody, slowly.
I'm fine.
So you said it's like they're waiting a command or for us to move?
We're waiting.
They're
for-
just waiting. They are currently holding the chains, but they are idle there, right
What's in the
at
center
the front.
of the chains that they have?
Sorry?
What's in the center of the chains that...
It
for
seems to be
chains?
a contraption of some sort. We realize that there's a huge hole into the top there that seems to be the exact same size of the contraption at the middle. You realize it might be
Chain.
some sort of a elevator of some sort.
Okay, that's what I was figuring. Kita is going to slowly approach it.
Yeah, Fallon's gonna
Alright.
stealth over to it.
Glenn's just gonna walk up.
All right. As soon as the first one step into the thing there, it seems that the thing starts to go up. Are the others trying to follow suit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was getting on it, so yeah.
I was trying to
Alright.
sign up
It
everybody.
seems to be a slow ascension there, but the chain starts being pulled, and slowly you start to be dragged to the upstairs there. It takes you a while to get to the second floor there, but you do so. Slowly, the creature starts to pull into the chains with strength. And slowly you start to ascend. You are currently at the second floor there. On this floor,
Okay, Foundry now works. I'm good now.
you realize that there's not really anything there besides some furniture broken to the side on the second floor. But you realize you have a moment until the things start to ascend again. What do you want to do?
Kita's gonna wait on the platform until it starts to rise.
Yeah.
All right. It starts to rise again. And yet again, it takes you up. You start to go by slowly.
While it's
Being
taking us
pulled.
up, can I do detect magic? Just so it's ready when we get up there.
Ritual? No. You need to be on the ground without distractions. It's like a
Okay.
meditation of a sort. The ritual.
Okay. Then I'll
So
burn a spell
moving on
slot.
wagons and things like that doesn't really
Yeah.
work. You do have one use per day for free if you're elf background there.
Yeah, that's the ritual though, right?
No,
Oh.
you have one use, I think, of Mist
Mhm.
Step and Detect
there's-
Magic, and you can use
Yep.
Detect Magic at any time as a ritual.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna dispel your detect magic.
Nice. Yeah.
Countered.
Damn.
Silvery barbs.
I'm gonna.
Wrong spell.
So I can use it while we're moving or no?
You can use if you are not using as a ritual. You can use at any
I'm
time.
not gonna use
But
it.
as a ritual, you need to stop and meditate and take your ritualistic components there that you need to sit on the ground and do the stuff. But if you are
Yeah,
using
no,
there,
not gonna do
All
a
right.
ritual.
all right. Detect magic is up. You get to the third floor. On the third floor, you see some strange things. As you get into the third floor, you realize that there are some broken furniture, But at the edges of the third floor, you also see books on bookshelves.
Yep. Does there seem to be another floor upwards?
It does
yet?
seem that he needs to go up a bit more.
Anybody want to take a look at the books?
I'll take a look at the books.
Okay,
All right.
Yeah, I'll
up
help.
and
Is there
Please.
anything
All right,
magical
who's going
on
for the
this
books
floor?
there? No, nothing
Me.
magical on that floor.
Okay.
Me and Galen.
All right.
Yeah, and I'll
Valen,
stay
you
with
wanna-
Kita.
come up top.
Yep, I'll stay with Kita.
All right. You stay there. The other two step into the third floor. And it is at this time that those who stepped on the third floor, they're pummeled down as the floor beneath them seems to break. Boom!
Well,
You go down some feet there, both of you. All right. Let
Rick
me
Percha,
see
you-
here.
you spider climb and grab the wall.
I can only do it on one person.
He's Spider
Yeah.
Woman, Percho.
Dang.
Hold on. Let me. See
It would need to be a
what-
reaction. If you have a reaction to
It's,
use there,
yeah,
you
it's
can.
not. It's
Spider
It-
tiefling.
Mhm. But yeah.
Yeah, Featherfall.
No.
I don't think anybody here has Featherfall.
Nobody has it.
I'm taking the next level up I get.
If you can.
All right. Both of you pummel down into the first floor there, and you arrive right next to the creatures there who seem to be pulling the chains. All right. So,
Oh
Galen,
my
you take
God.
16 points of damage. And Percha, you take 11 points of
11.
damage.
That's because the bitch landed on me.
All right. And you arrive at the first floor there, but the elevator is still going up.
Y'all
No.
okay?
This place is a death trap.
Yeah, I
I
think
can
that's the
agree with
point.
that. I kind of can agree with that.
All right. But I will say that the elevator starts to go up again.
We'll catch up to you guys.
We'll catch
And
you on the.
you
on the-
arrive
See you later.
at the last floor there. You arrive at what seems to be a piece of the tower there where there's an armor to the side. Seems to be a display. You can also see that there are some desks and a bed there with some sheets and whatnot, alongside a chest to one of the sides there. Since you have detect magic there, you do detect that the armor there seems to be magical. It's emanating an enchantment aura.
No,
So,
before anybody steps off, Keith'll put her arm out and stop Valen, and she's gonna kind of poke the floor with the butt end of her spear to see if it seems solid enough to walk on.
All right. It does seem solid. At least this part here is well maintained.
the armor is enchanted.
Really?
I don't know with what. She's telling this to Kita. The armor is enchanted. I don't know if that means it's enchanted to attack or if it just means it's really nice armor, but
Doesn't detect
the person who can cast Identify is all 3 stories.
You see, as soon as you step out of the elevator to the 4th floor, it goes down automatically.
We're gonna make
And
sure we're out of the
starts to
way.
go down slowly.
GM, I have a
Yeah.
question. I
Yeah?
have a question.
Mhm.
So, Fallon did not tell Clint that the armor is enchanted. Is that
Well, no,
correct?
because you're on the floor.
I'm not on the floor. I was
No,
on the
he
elevator.
he's not on the floor. He's
Oh,
at
you're on
4th
the
floor
elevator?
there.
Oh, okay, then she told it to you. I thought it was just me and Kita.
No, I stayed on the elevator because I'm a guy in a heavy suit of armor and a shit ton of weight. I'm not gonna go on a rickety ass floor. I'm gonna try poking at it with my halberd.
I apologize. I thought you stayed on the ground.
It's fine. It's fine. A lot of weird shit's going on. I'm gonna try poking the armor with my halberd.
All right. You do that. You poke the armor there. But nothing happened.
And like, just so I have an idea, it's kind of like, you know, when someone pokes you, like it's firm enough that you have to acknowledge it, but not like actively trying to hurt it. You know.
All right.
Just so you have an idea of how much force.
I know. I understand.
Alan,
I don't think the armor is aggressive. Clint is going to
give it
approach
time.
it slowly. You know, with the dodge action ready, you know? He's going to carefully approach the armor to see what its deal is.
All right. You do that. And the armor does not do anything.
Huh. I will slide the visor up of the armor.
All right. Try
I
to
think
do
it's-
that. You realize that the visor doesn't seem to move, even when you put a bit more of a force there.
While that's going on, Valen will go and check the chest to see if it's trapped.
All right. You can roll investigation. Not investigation per se. Do you have thieves tools there?
I do.
That was supposed to be the one that I would call for there. You need to roll thieves tools with intelligence.
With intelligence?
Yes, to roll for finding
Okay.
traps and things like that. You use the thieves tools. In a matter of fact, without thieves tools, it's not possible to do so.
Okay,
Very
so do I
intelligent,
just do an intelligence roll and then add my
You click thieves tools
bonus?
there. No, just click
Okay.
thieves tools and change to intelligence there. It's going to give you the chance to do that. So
Okay, got it.
when you click to roll there,
Yep.
change to intelligence.
Oh, it's Thursday night.
Seem safe enough.
Is it locked?
It does not seem to be locked. No.
She is going to look at Kita and tell her to go stand over by. Where is the chest in this room comparatively to the armor?
It's right next to the table there that you can see to the left.
Oh, with the mug on it, like right here.
Here somewhere.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Over by.
To the left.
Kita would have probably approached the desk.
I will say that
and-
at this time, just so we have things going here, the elevator arrived at the first floor. You want to grab into it and go up?
I'll look at Galen and go, do we want to get upstairs to catch up with the rest, or do we want to check on that floor that we fell so many floors down from?
Well, we can check. You probably have better investigation than I do. Well, above table, you go. You probably
Above
be able to.
table? No.
Above table, probably should check those books out.
Above table, no. I've actually not got no points or proficiency investigation.
Well, then we'll still do it anyway.
Okay.
Just so everybody else knows, I am proficient in investigation.
Mhm. All right.
I have
Fallon
plus
is going to very carefully
Mhm.
and very slowly open the chest.
All right. You do
And then the
that.
other-
All right. As you open the chest, the first thing that catches your eye is that there's a severed head inside.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
it seems to have a unnatural look into it because it seems well preserved, although the face itself doesn't really move or do anything. You also see inside the chest an emblem of a spider with a ruby at its back.
Does the emblem doesn't look like the emblem that Kita found, right? Like when the headless horseman dropped it?
No, nothing to do with it.
Uh,
Seem more like he has the format of a spider. It's like
okay.
a spider made of some sort of a metallic material with a ruby in its back.
Okay. She will take the emblem.
Okay.
Is there anything else in there other than a severed head?
And
No,
Head
that's
or hand?
about it. It's a head.
oh,
Head,
I thought
okay.
it was
That's what
hand.
I thought you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a head.
Fallon will yell down the elevator chute. Hey, Galen, can you speak to the dead?
I will say that get to the third floor there. Percha and Galen.
Mhm.
Ow. As for Speak with Dead, no, I do not have it prepared yet.
Fuck. Okay.
I mean, it's pretty well preserved. If we really wanted to, I'm sure it'll
Just
last
take
another
it.
day.
I assume it would be a medicine check to see how old the head might be.
You're currently at the third floor. Do you want to keep waiting until you are on the fourth floor?
Sure.
Can I go and check out the head? Because I might have
What about
decapitated-
Percha? Do you want to go onto the third floor there? What do you want to do?
You want to use Spider Climb and pull whatever books you can find, or you want?
Yeah, I'll cast Spider Climb on myself to go ahead and examine all these books.
Smart.
I mean, I would fly over there myself, but
Alright. Spider Climb's been placed on me, and I quickly jump off and I go ahead and latch onto the wall and I start skimming across to where the books are on the
Alright.
shelf and start looking.
Okay. I will say, Percha, roll me a
But,
investigation there.
okay. Nope.
I would say that
I
it
said-
seems to be a 2/10 of a situation for you to ascertain any of the meanings of the book, if there are any books that really catch your attention. But you do realize that the books that are salvageable there are around 10 of them that might have information. What do you want to do?
Oh, are any of them in a language I can understand?
You didn't open it, just know that some of them...
Covers? The bindings?
Yeah.
Is there a on the
There are
bind saying
bindings.
anything?
There are bindings, yes. You want to check there as you are climbing upside
Yeah.
down?
Yeah, I just want to know if any of them are in common language, and the
Mhm.
titles are interesting, I'll take that. But if it's something like a storybook or whatnot, I'm going to skim past that. But if it's a language I can't understand, I'm going to grab it.
All of them are common.
All of them in common. Any of them, like the bindings of, say, a name on it that would actually stick out, that would be something that would be interesting, that would probably pique my curiosity.
I would say that most of them seem to be things like botanics and other works of science and whatnot. They
If
all
you mention-
seem to be written by someone called Kazan. And you do see that one of them seem to be some sort of a telling, a journal of some sort of the same
Right.
person.
Spell that name for me, please.
Sure.
Kazan. I think it's Khazen.
And also, if it's botany, grab it.
Yeah, because
No,
we can figure out what
I'll
those herbs are.
And I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab me some food.
Okay. You know what? I'll grab each book. I think if there's anything important, that there'll be something in it. Have I got enough time to grab each of these books and
Sure.
store them in my little Yep, cool. I'll do that. I will yell upstairs to everyone saying, "I found these books that say the word Kazan on it. Unless this is something important for us to know."
Would I have ever heard of the name Kazan?
No, doesn't really come to mind.
Well, grab
I do want
grab
to
whatever
emphasize.
looks.
Yeah.
Fallon is gonna just pick up the severed head and just show it to everybody and be like, "Oh, hang on to this, I guess," and just shove it in her backpack.
I can try and approach and be like, "Can I see that?
Sure, and she'll just hold it up.
Can I examine the head, see like how old it is?
Sure.
Would that be an
Roll a
investigation?
medicine there.
It can't be investigation.
No.
Damn. I don't know shit. I'm good at severing body parts, not studying body parts.
It seems strange. Really hard to tell how much time has passed. It seems
Is it
Will
humanoid?
conserved. It is humanoid.
Male
Human.
or
So we'll
female?
look at it and see if she can determine
Human
how
and
long it's
male.
been.
You want to look and see what?
See how long it's been dead for, maybe.
With a 17, we have no idea. You do realize that what's keeping it preserved are the oil on it. There's some sort of a substance into it. It seems viscous, even. You surmise that might be what it's keeping this head conserved. It's like, to you, appears that
Would I have any
it's there
idea
for like
what,
minutes, even.
Would I have any idea what kind of oil would preserve a head like that?
Roll Arcana.
Or Arcana, okay. Oh. Nope.
No idea. No idea. But you do realize that if it's something that can do this, there might be some magical properties to it. But detect magic, it's not really pointing anything. It might be
And-
something really faint.
The head does not look like anybody we know, correct?
Roll a perception there.
Am I there too?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Then I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
look.
will.
Then I was gonna look at it too.
Did I roll? No, I already
Eve is
rolled.
just disgusted by it. She doesn't want to look at it anymore.
I'm puppeteering the head, being like, "Don't be angry, Steve."
Hey!
Hey!
Look at me go.
Hey,
Fallon,
It's- that
Yeah.
cast you were looking for.
Me
You're-
dicking around with the head help.
realize by the features there. Color of the skin, sharpness of the face. It seemed to resemble a lot the Vistani. Might be one of them, but you don't really recognize the person.
Well, I guess we know whose wagon that was outside then.
Yeah. She'll just tuck the severed head in her backpack.
Mhm.
And we can save it till we can try and talk to it, I guess. Unless,
Alright.
is there a...
I
Kira,
will
you're gonna
say
check the
that
desk,
you
right?
do realize that the spider there is also magical with your detect magic.
What kind
I'm
of...
Yeah,
going to
Ito was-
climb around.
Ito
Enchantment.
was going to check out the
Okay.
desk, see if there's anything And maybe books or anything that stands out to her, maybe important on the around the desk.
I have investigation proficiency, so I'll help you to do it.
All right.
Investigation.
Yeah, can roll investigation there.
Advantage.
I would have to be proficient with it.
Oh, you're not. Just kidding.
No.
All right.
My bad.
But-
I would say
but
that
you're
most of the things you see there are blank sheets, really. There are some pen and ink to the side there. You realize that there might be something that was used here before. Of course, it denotes that someone was here. Hard to
Do
say
any of the-
exactly how long ago.
Do any of the
But-
blank sheets of paper have a magical aura?
No, none of them.
Okay.
But as Percha gets back there,
Yep.
you
So-
do realize with your detect magic that one of the books that she got is also
Can I-
magical.
Can I
There's a
look at
strange
one of
aura
them?
coming from inside.
What magic is it? Sorry.
Enchantment.
Enchantment. So she'll point to it and go, that one is enchanted.
Oh,
What's
like
the name
What?
of
My
the-
whole
of that one?
bag?
No, one of your books is enchanted.
like the armor?
Yes.
Hey,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll start pulling each book out until she starts to see it.
All right.
She turns.
The only
she'll
one who
say as
seems
she's
to
going
have an aura into it is what seems to be the journal of the man. There's an aura into it. Strange one, enchantment. This is when your detect magic ends.
Okay.
You are all
Um,
on the 4th floor as the elevator starts to climb down.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I'm gonna, as I'm saying this, it's like, have you found any more information about this Kazan person? Because a lot of these books seem to be by that person.
Maybe this is him, and I'll show her this pet.
Damn! What the hell happened to him?
We
Ooh.
don't know. We need to find out. So he's coming with us.
Clearly
Right.
playing with the head.
Uh,
I'm your new travel companion.
and you can Tertia, you can cast Identify, right?
Yeah.
Will you see what this is? And she'll show her the emblem.
Is this the emblem with the spider, or is this
Yeah.
something else? Okay. Okay. I'll cast Identify on it.
Edith's
All
grip on
right.
her
Rolling.
spear is going to tighten as Percha gets the spider emblem.
What?
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
What's up?
Nothing.
I just heard mumble.
Yeah, it just mumbles.
Kita is going to tighten her grip on her spear as Percha takes the spider emblem from Fallon.
Okay. I'm just gonna be holding it between my fingers, and I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
All right. All right. You cast Identify on this thing there. You realize that whatever this is seemed to be something magical that would give you some power. Works, in a sense, close to a road of the Pact Keeper. When you holding to the spider there, you gain a bonus of +1 to spell attack rolls and saving throws DCs for warlock spells. In addition, you can regain 1 spell slot as a magic action while you holding to the spider. You can
Ooh.
use this only once per long rest.
Her eyes get a little bit wide when she actually figures out what this can do.
Well, Percha, it sounds like it's for you.
But why does it have to be a spider? What? It could have been a butterfly, in all honesty, or a bird. I would have been
Well, you
fine
do
with
have
that.
spider climb.
Yeah, you do crawl on walls a lot.
And
Should we dispel magic on this journal and see, or maybe we should try and read the journal first.
Yeah, Clint's gonna pick up the journal and try reading it.
I would let identify happen if I can.
I'll place the emblem into one of my pockets for the time being until we have a time to do stuff.
And what do you make of this armor, Percha?
Percha just feels like she's a bit distracted just as she's putting the spider into her pocket. She's just like, sorry, what?
Well, Fallon mentioned a magical aura coming from this armor as well.
Okay. I walk up to the armor. Is there any writing on it or anything like that?
No. Seems to be an armor of some sort.
Then I'll place my hand onto the armor and maybe cast Identify to see if I can identify something on it.
All right. Cast Identify there. You're going to go for a ritual?
Yes. Hold on a minute. Is this only a one thing I can do once per day thing? Give me a minute. Because I know I got ritual with something and I just can't remember if it was part of my...
To pack the tome, I think.
Yes. It doesn't say I can only use it once. Hold on. Stitch together. Pack the tome.
I think you get one free use, and then you have to bring spell slots afterwards.
Okay, well, second, I'm just trying. While the book is in your. Okay, but that's to do with that, but not to do with the spell itself. Sorry, give me a minute. I'm trying to find out. Just go to someone else until I work this bit out.
Sure.
Sorry.
All right, that's so good. You realize, guys, at this point that the elevator was at the bottom starts to go up.
It just
Clint's
seems to be
gonna.
on a timer then.
Can Clint try peeking over the edge to see if anybody is on the elevator? No, peek over.
While this is happening, Fallon would like to open the journal and see if there's anything written in it.
All right. The journal seems to be quite mundane, to say the least. As you read it through, seems to tell the story of bowel movement, of sleeping schedules, but that's about it.
So we'll need some
All right,
dispel
Sheldon.
magic. We'll definitely need some dispel magic then, because it says it's enchanted, and knowing that it's enchanted, the fact that it's talking about bowel movements makes me think that the real contents are hidden. So, who can dispel magic?
Well,
Not me.
Okay, so as you look down, you do not see anything, but the elevator gets up there after a while, as Percha seemed to have forgotten how her things work. So she
I can't
spent some
see
time
anything.
figuring it out there.
So I don't
And
see anybody moving around inside the elevator.
No, there's nothing there. It goes and arrives there, stops. After a while, goes down.
Well, I mean, if that's what we assume, I have dispel magic.
It's
All right.
it's enchanted, so
Before we go there, it is at this point that you see something. Someone appears right before your eyes there. A man, white of hair, seems to be
Oh my God.
transparent in a way there, but it's not. After a second, you're all surprised as he shows up, and the man who
got no
appears
mercy in
says, "Oh, you're finally here. Took your sweet time." And this is where we are going to end our session.
Oh,
my
God!
God!
Yes.
No mercy,
Okay.
Percy, and
This must be Lord Percival Strahd by Museful the First.
it's
Uh-huh.
Lord Percival Frederick
Bar Mitzvah the First.
the Third.
No,
So with,
it's
I can't seem to
Lord
find
the
anything-
Rolo Bar Mitzvah the Third.
Ah. Oh man,
I
he's
don't-
Jewish.
Yeah, I don't find anything indicating I can only do it once, both from pack of the pack of the tomes or from the actual spell itself. So I can.
No, you don't need to. Does it come from Back of the Tome? Do you identify?
It does, yes.
One of the
because that's
three
where I
things?
got it from.
That's the thing. You can only use as a ritual. There's no limit on how much time, how many you can use, but it can only be done as a ritual. That's
Okay,
about it.
that's
That's
fine.
the only limitation on it.
Okay,
All right.
then that's fine. I would have done identifier note to go ahead and figure out anything
For
on that
sure.
suit of armor.
All right. Arriving to town here, into this place, the man approaches, speaks to you in even a strange, familiar tone there. But that's where we are going to end and see what happens in the next session. All right?
Okay.
Well done, folks. Well done.
Sweet.
Woo.
So,
Well
after all that,